Jimmy, you're back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
You got me?
I do.
Hey, everybody, I'm back. Welcome back to Bearcat Football. And I guess we're just going to stay here as soon as they start the national anthem. We'll let it play. We got about 9 minutes before kickoff. John, how you doing down there?
Doing all right. Someone's got some air conditioning. They could happily turn it on down here. I think everybody out here would appreciate it.
Yeah, we're picking you loud, and we're working with the new audio system. Less equipment for us. It comes out nice and clear. You won't have to turn up your system as loud if you're watching on the phone or on your television at home. You can tell. And I guess from everybody sent it in, we're up and running now.
Yeah, Coach, I did hear from head official tonight, Bob Rollins. He says you owe him 10 laps in spin class on Tuesday from last week regarding encroachment. So just a heads up, he was listening.
I didn't hear that. What's going on?
10 laps from Coach in spin class Tuesday. He owes Bob Rollins. Something about encroachment.
Okay, if there's anybody out there that's listening, text us and let us know how our sound is. Some people saying we're a little distorted with an echo. If you're getting us good, let us know. If you're not, and what do we want them to text to?
Text lines are open, 805-788-8114, 805-788-8114. Coach, just to remind you, on this new system, we don't have ways to control our headset coming through, so if we turn it up any louder, it's coming across the microphone, and that's why we're getting distorted. So I'm just letting you know. You didn't know that. Yeah, I can hear you fine, and John got it. What else we got going on around the county tonight? You got anything?
Boy, do we ever. I've got that right here. Okay, let's talk about what went on last week first. Okay, Lompoc 48-27 over Paso. San Marcos beat Morro Bay 25-14. Mission Prep 49, Brentwood 7. Napomo 21, San Ynez 6. San Luis Obispo shut out future opponent for the Bearcats, Pioneer Valley 6-0. Frontier blasted Arroyo Grande 53-12. Righetti's game was postponed due to COVID. Atascadero chose not to play 0 week. Charter Oak defeated St. Joe, who's probably the league favorite, and Frontier will be their next opponent. South Bakersfield beat our friends Independence here 22-12. Buchanan rolled over Kingsburg 33-7. Sunnyside, who's one of our opponents coming up, defeated Golden Valley, which is a newer school in Bakersfield, 30-28. Santa Maria, with their new coach, got off to a good start, 3-0 over East Bakersfield. Cabrillo still having a rough time, lost to Nordoff 34-6, and Templeton did not play. Now tonight, Buchanan, who we see next week, will be playing Bullard, who lost to Central last week, 51-32.
Turn up the volume.
And Buchanan is ranked 33rd in the state and second in the Central section, with Clovis being number 1. As I said, Buchanan 2 and Central 3. Sunnyside is playing South Bakersfield. Atascadero is home versus Torres of Madera, who is 1-0. They beat Hoover of Fresno last week. Torres, brand new school. St. Joe, as we mentioned, is playing Frontier. Napomo is playing Cabrillo. Pioneer Valley is playing Stockdale from Bakersfield, who defeated Ridgeview of Bakersfield 27-7. Big game, Righetti versus Lompoc. And I think Lompoc decided favorite there because they've already played a game. AG will play Centennials of Bakersfield. Centennial beat Redwood of Visalia last week, 35-21. Mission Prep has a bye. You know, I did a little research. There are now 16 public high schools in the Bakersfield area and 2 private schools, those being Garces and Bakersfield Christian. Just things have really grown over there. It used to be that Bakersfield High got just about everybody, north, south, east, west, Highland, and Foothill. The other old schools there kind of got what was left over. And talent pool in the Bakersfield area, with the exception of maybe Liberty, has been kind of this drop a little bit.
Gentlemen, I do.
All right, Bearcats are just announced out of the Bearcat tunnel onto the field.
Coach, I got a couple updates for you already.
Wow.
The following games have been canceled.
Oh, no.
Sanger versus Fresno, Roosevelt versus Porterville, Kern Valley versus Granite Hills, Avenal versus Farmersville, Stockdale against Pioneer Valley, and San Luis Obispo against Alvarez.
All right. Now our national anthem, as that has to be the water polo and the girls' water polo. And here's your national anthem from the Bearcat Marching Band. David Nicholas stopping by the press box. He said hello, John, by the way. All right, Bearcat football here on the BOP Sports Network with 805 broadcasters, being brought to you by D. Lacey, Idler's Home, Community West Bank, Anthony's Tires, Western Janitor Supply, the Lynx Golf and RV Resort, Paso Robles Daily News, Jeffrey's Country Barbecue, China Gourmet Restaurant, Voice of Paso, S.W. Martin and Associates, Yabba Dabba Doo Dogs, The Odyssey, Savage Deli, Knicks Barbershop and Hair Design, and by Blake's True Value Hardware. You can't miss with Blake's True Value Hardware in Paso Robles. Jim Weeman along with Bill Stansbury, John Doss down on the sidelines, Dave Lambert upstairs. We welcome you to Bearcat football. How you doing tonight, guys?
Doing great, Jimmy.
Timmy? Yep, Tim's quick draw over there.
I'm good. I'm doing really good.
I didn't forget about you, Tim.
Hey, listen, Bill, I wanted to make a plea. I'm talking to Mike Perez down here, and they're putting out a plea. They need referees. So anybody that wants to referee, go to the Los Padres League. He said, please, we're really down on referees.
Great, and we'll keep mentioning that throughout the evening. Thanks for that update, Tim.
John, you want to put the zebra outfit back on?
I'm going to go with no on that, Jim.
No? I think it was the cross-country runners that were coming out and carrying the flags. They rotate with the water polo team. They put on the face paint, run down with the flags with the shirts off, and school spirit.
Yeah, I wonder if they have some kind of system for that. Is it paper, scissors, rock, or coin flip? Or how do they do that?
I believe it's a competition on diving in a municipal pool, Coach.
Look
Here
at
comes coin toss.
And we're looking at Coach Albert down on the field. All the years that I've been seeing him on the sidelines, I don't think I've ever saw him in that color shirt before.
And there's a reason for that.
Okay, I'm going to wait to hear that reason.
Okay, he wears that bright. What color are we going to call that?
That's lime.
No,
that's yellow.
Electric lime green.
There you go.
And the reason for that is now he is signaling in the defense. And so he's easy to find on the sideline. When you are out on the field and you look at the sideline, everybody's in the same color, it's hard to pick out who the person is that you're looking for. So it looks like, here's coin toss, that Independence has won and they're going to receive.
All right, a reminder to everybody out there in Bearcat land, if you have a question or just want to chirp in where you're listening from or what year you graduated, text lines are open, 1-805-788-8114, 1-805-788-8114.
And remember, folks, that is a text line, not a telephone. Don't call Jimmy.
Don't call me. I've got Steve saying he's hearing us repeating, but I don't have that from the other 4 people who text me, including Coach Will Susan.
Okay,
Said everything's sounded fine.
Jimmy, if you're listening, text us and let us know if you can hear us okay.
All right, temperature at kickoff.
Hot.
My weather channel went down on me. I'll ask Mr. Hovey here real quick. See what I think it's going to be about 92 degrees.
It is 98 degrees on the
98?
field, gentlemen. 98 degrees.
And that sun's starting to set, so it's going to cool off quickly down there for you, John.
I hope so.
Heat advisory until Sunday at 9 o'clock in
Yeah.
the North County.
On the internet, it says 95 in downtown Paso Robles, and at 8 o'clock, an hour from now, it's going to cool down to 86, John.
Gustavo Garcia set to kick off for the Bearcats. He'll get the duties tonight.
I hope it'll be 86 here soon, Coach. Jimmy, I got messages on sound. We sound great.
Okay, great. So, Steve, you got check something out on your television, buddy. Play with the cords. That's my suggestion. It does happen. Brian Flores and number 22, TJ Stocker, back to take the kick at their own 11-yard line. And we are ready for some football. Garcia set to kick it from the 40. Full house here at War Memorial, and we're underway. Line drive kick, not bad. Fielded by Flores. Flores to the 25-30, finds Hall 35-40. Still on his feet, finally brought down at about the 45-yard line. And that's where Independence will start at their own 45, first down and 10.
Not a good special unit start. That was a nice return by that young man. Very positive field position for them. And it's fortunate that that is as far as he got. It looked like if he had broken that tackle, he was on his way.
Nice tackle by the kicker.
Yeah, good point, John. And that's usually the last guy you want making the tackle.
Exactly.
All right, keep your eye on number 1, Landon Denmark. Probably 90% of the offensive plays will go through him in this football game. 2 receivers east sideline. He goes out of the gun with a back just to his right. Back to pass. Pass off, complete. A floater near midfield and into Bearcat territory at the 49-yard line. Coach, I went hung up there for a while.
Well, and they ran double hooks there, and I had trouble. Who was that intended for? But it worked out well for them.
Number 18 on the outside. That is actually your second number 12, gentlemen.
Jesus Ochao. No, number 18.
Rocha.
Second number 12. Thank you, Johnny. Same formation. Handoff. Peeker, not much there. Picked up 2. Got down to the 46-yard line. Sets up a 3rd and 2.
Bearcats changed the defense here, Jim. You notice they've been in a 3-4 defense. Now they brought in wholesale changes. So this will be some type of short yardage defense.
Just underway, 10:57 to go, clock running. War Memorial Stadium, glad to be back home in the friendly confines once again. Nice crowd on hand, both sides. Trips right for Independence.
Long count.
Quarterback keeper, close to the first down, and it should move the chains. Nice job by Denmark, getting past the 45, near the 44, and that will be enough for a first down, and we'll move the chains.
And that was a zone play where he rides the guy on the inside zone, pulls it out, and then basically follows him through the hole. Just enough to get the first down.
So first down and 10 into Bearcat territory, opening drive for Independence. Trips right, one receiver to the far sideline. Denmark out of the gun. Back to pass, sets up the screen, complete to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. That was number 22, TJ Stocker, doing a nice job of eluding tacklers. Close to another first down. They'll be short by about a yard.
There's a flag down, gentlemen, back by the white
way
hat,
back
Mr.
there.
Rollins.
Hanky.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Falcons.
So this will take the football back to midfield, enforced where the play ended, as John said, dead ball foul, right at midfield.
Did anybody see what took place there?
No.
Yeah, the running back had his helmet off and was verbally chastising someone.
Brilliant.
Second down and 15. Denmark with a back to his right. Trips left, and Bob talking off to one of his teammate officials tonight. They're getting this thing straightened out.
I think they're telling the coach over there what took place.
Exactly.
They actually look like they're going to be in a pistol here, Jim. Looks like 4 is directly behind.
So it's going to be first down and
Denmark.
10. Now, Coach Carroll's going to come out and talk to Bob, who's sporting the beard. So first down and 10 from midfield for Independence.
So it was a dead play,
Yeah,
basically.
nothing happened. 10:02 to go. Clock will kick back up now. 10 minutes to go, first quarter. Opening drive. Trips left. Denmark. Football. Just stay down. Ball loose. Bearcats may have it. We'll wait and see. Bearcat football.
Number 81 on the recovery for the Bearcat.
Bearcat football being brought to you by the Paso Robles Daily News. If it's local, it's on PasoRoblesDailyNews.com. There's breaking news, sports, special events, and more. It's easy to find, easy to read, and easy to enjoy. Looking for local news now? Look no further than PasoRoblesDailyNews.com, another proud Bearcat sponsor. So after the turnover, Bearcats good field position at the Independence 42-yard line. First down and 10 as Gazer comes to the near sideline. Moronis and Kemp in the backfield. Bridewell, the quarterback. Remember, the Bearcats nearly rolled up 300 yards on the ground last week. This is Kemp moving the line forward, getting down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6, second and 4.
Now this is perfect. That fumble happened because the running back, it was a pitch play to him, and it was wide open, but he was looking where he was going to run and forgot to catch the pitch, and it really hit him right in the face mask. So this is a big break. This is just what the Bearcats want. Good field position to start with. Pound and ground and pound right here.
Gator to the near sideline. Morenos and Kemp in the backfield. Morenos is going to try to get around that corner, looking for somewhere to go, trying to get there, and he won't get there. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 4. 8:56 to go here in the first quarter. No score for Memorial.
Yeah, Moronis could not get the corner there that time. That was fairly well played defensively. Now, is this 2-down territory? I think so, Jim.
Yeah, you want to get off to a good start. Try to get some points off your first offensive possession of the ball game. Bearcats will go to pro set. Now they'll move over with Moronis to one side, Kemp to the other side. Gator to the near sideline. Bridewell to Kemp. Kemp got nearly, did he get his helmet ripped off?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Should have been a flag there, but there wasn't.
And the ball's dead where the helmet came off.
So a gain of 2.
But that was Moronis.
That was Moronis who had it, yeah. Thank you, Dave.
We got a Bearcat down on the field.
Number 63.
All right, well, we have a chance. Let's thank some more of our sponsors, including the Voice of Paso, is our city's multimedia center for entertainment and information. The VOP features 3 separate music formats: oldies, country, western, and jazz. The VOP is the official source for Bearcat sports broadcasts. Find out more at www.voiceofpaso.com. The VOP, we're more than just talk. And by China Gourmet. Make the China Gourmet in the Albertson Shopping Center part of your day. Authentic Chinese cuisine in a quiet and comfortable atmosphere. The China Gourmet offers a beautiful menu with your favorite Chinese dishes, plus many that you probably haven't tried yet, but you should. Make them part of your day. The China Gourmet in the Albertson Shopping Center in Paso Robles.
Okay, 63 there. Jimmy, I don't have 63 on mine. You've got him over here. Joel Chavez?
Joel Chavez.
Yep, he popped up there. Looked like he got stepped on the back of his calf. Our athletic trainer, Maria, out there doing a great job.
All right, Bearcats huddling back up.
Big play.
7:58 to go. First quarter, 4th and 4.
Spreading them out here.
From the 36 of Independence, trips left. Kemp to the right of Bridewell. out of the gun. And here comes the flags, and it's going to be offsides against Paso. Or should I say approachment, John?
Yes. Illegal procedure?
Yeah. Mr. Rollins will be sending me an email, so it's going to be 4th down and 8. They'll keep the offense out there, Coach, and go for it. Roll the dice here with 7:51 to go. Clock running in the first quarter, no score.
Yeah, let's see if Bridewell rolls out here. Look for play action. Or, you know, they run that nifty little draw. Watch that draw going to Leo Kemp.
2 receivers each sideline. Bridewell rolling out, looking downfield, pass clopped in and out of the hands. And that was intended for number 15, Diego Chavez.
And Bridewell, nice job, good call by the coach. It's just one of those things, didn't execute it, didn't catch it. Now, Jim, both teams have pretty good drives going, and penalties killed them.
So the turnover on down, 7:29 to go first quarter, no score. 2 receivers to the near sideline, 1 to the far sideline. Landon, Denmark, out of the gun. Keeps it himself, and he's going to be stopped. And I'd actually titched it off to Peaker, and Peaker will be stopped at the 40, just past the 45-yard line. Independent zone 45-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 5, 2nd and 5
now
here in the first.
They brought their wing back in motion and gave the ball to the fullback on option, and he's got the option to pitch that to the guy that came in motion. So let's look for that later.
Most of the offense, as we said, is going to go through Denmark and Peaker in this football game. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far sideline. Denmark rolling out, looking downfield. Plenty of time to throw the football. Gets it off and complete. Nice catch and a first down. Big hit by a Bearcat defender down at the 44-yard line of the Bearcats, but that's going to move the chains for Independence.
And he was very poised there. He's rolling left, and my opinion, he could have run the ball and probably picked up the first down. He's directing traffic, no panic. Nice job dumping the ball off.
So for the Falcons, first down and 10 from the 44-yard line to the Bearcats. 6:30 to go, clock running first quarter, no scores. No score in this game. 2 receivers to each sideline. Denmark's going to keep it himself. Not much there. Bearcats shut it down. We'll call it a gain of 2 up to the 41 of the Bearcats. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Again, he rides the fullback, pulls the ball out, and I'm not sure whether they're calling that and tell him to keep it or he does it on his own.
We'll call it 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 from the 41 of the Bearcats. Second time that the Falcons have gone into Bearcat territory in this first quarter. We're down to 5:54 to go with no score. Denmark out of the gun. Peaker the lone back. 3 receivers to the far sideline, 1 to the near sideline. As Independence High School gets ready to set up the play, screen pass complete. Far side of the field.
And there's a penalty.
Flag thrown. Was that the second number 12 there, John?
That was the first one, gentlemen.
Okay.
Maybe
Brandon Garcia.
Maybe a hold over there?
That's what I thought, Coach.
Bob Rollins, the man with the white hat. You'll see it on the video right now. We'll make the call. Holding Independence. So that'll push them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Back into Bearcat territory. Back into their own territory, that is, at the 44-yard line. Bob spent a lot of the offseason up in the mountains in Oregon, and he's got the beard to sport it, guys. Second down and a mile, Coach. We'll call it 2nd and 17. Denmark looking down the middle of the field, and a chance for an interception for the Bearcats. That was Hayden McKenna, who, the sophomore, if he keeps his eyes on that ball, nothing but green in front of him into that red end zone.
Yeah, and that's the first poor choice that Denmark's made this evening. They had a linebacker running with that young man underneath, and the safety over the top. The safety had that thing picked.
So 3rd down and 20. Football started at the Independence 46-yard line. They got to get all the way down to the Bearcat 34 for a 1st down.
5 DBs in the game.
Denmark draw to Peaker. Peaker near midfield, and he's dropped. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to punt the football.
Great play by Moronis. Key in the draw the whole way. And again, Jim, this is the 3rd drive we've had in the game, and all 3 drives, 2 for Independence, 1 for the Bearcats, killed by penalties.
Adrian Rivera, averaging 32 yards a punt, will be the punter. 4:46 to go here in the 1st quarter. Coach, correct me if I'm wrong. That looks like 81. Andrew Olson back to take the punt for the Bearcats.
Whoa!
Block. Somebody got a hand on it for the Bearcats, I thought. Did that look like that got blocked?
I didn't see that. I just think there's a 10-yard punt.
Yeah.
As Jimmy was off the side of his foot, it was not blocked. And that was 21 back to return for the Bearcats, 21.
So a 10-yard punt, and the Bearcats will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Coach, I got an update from you from Santa Barbara County.
Hit it.
Sheldon Canley, 69-yard touchdown run, Lompoc 7-0 over Rigetti.
Shocking. Oh, my goodness. Deja vu, huh?
All over again.
Out of the eye, in the backfield, Moronis and Kemp. Bridewell under center. This is Kemp. Finds a hole, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and dropped from behind at the 48-yard line. Bearcats own 48-yard line.
Going to call that 5?
Yep, 2nd and 5 for the Cats. 4:10, clock running here in the 1st quarter, still no score.
Now, they're in a 3-4 front, but they moved 2 outside linebackers up, which gives them 5, and they're knocking a safety down in the box when we get into that formation. So there's 8 guys up there.
Gator will go to the far sideline, offset in the backfield with Moronis and Kemp.
5-3-3 alignment.
Bridewell checking over the defense. Handoff goes to Leo. Leo not much there at all, and no gain on the play, maybe a half yard. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Bearcats.
Oneguli there, number 80, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his first name yet, is an impressive looking guy in a football uniform. He is 6'3" and 225 pounds, and he's all of that. Not an ounce of fat on that kid. Great play on that last one.
Coach, I think they're lying. He's not 225.
Yeah.
Kemper Moronis in the backfield. Bridewell under the center. Big 3rd down for the Bearcats. They give it to Moronis. Trying to get around the corner. He does. The midfield in to Independence territory, but it's going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard. This will set up a 4th down and 1 from the Independence 48-yard line. The Bearcats need to get to the 47. Now they're going to put it at the 49.
You going for it, Coach?
4th and 2.
No, they're not. They're punting the ball. They appear to be punting the ball.
Flores back to take the kick at his own 20. Bridewell standing at his 34-yard line, averaging 31 yards a punt this year. Bad snap. Bridewell picks it up. Now he'll get the punt off. Nice job. Just jukes it out there. Gator, let it drop. Now get to it, and it will go out of bounds. And boy, talk about turning nothing into something. They're going to down that football.
Very athletic play.
At the 9-yard line.
Very smart play by Bridewell. He saved them there. You know, the kicking game, he was still a little shaky for the Bearcats. That could have been disastrous.
Coach, he actually could have thrown it. He had the gunner open.
Yeah, but you got to watch it there, John. When it's that long, you usually have a lineman down there.
Yep. Good point, Coach. Good point.
Okay, so we want
to thank Jeffrey's Country Barbecue. I got to get these in, guys. Jeffrey and Kathleen invite you to join them at Jeffrey's Country Barbecue in the alley between Park and Pine, just north of downtown City Park. Great tri-tip, you name it, they got it all at Jeffrey's Country Barbecue. Go by and enjoy in downtown Paso Robles. Denmark out of the gun, back to pass. Looking deep downfield, has a man open, sprinting, he pulls it in. Past midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, and dragged down inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
15, 14, so that's 40.
Good run,
77
pass, running
yards.
catch. Did you get that, Coach? 77?
Yep, I got it.
Will be first and 10.
First down and 10, 77 yards. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty, and it was a great job by McKenna getting down there to keep him from scoring. A heck of an effort.
Denmark out of the gun. Peeker in the backfield. Receivers split. In the Bearcat tri-tip red zone. Kept it himself and got down near the 10.
Yeah, that appears to be one of their staples for him to fake the ball to the fullback, and it's almost following right through the hole. I'm going to call that 3.
Yep, 2nd and 7.
From the Bearcat, 11-yard line.
Trips right. Be careful down there, Johnny. They're coming right at you.
Yes, sir.
Out of the
Well,
gun.
there's nobody covering the receiver on the left side.
Denmark gets it off complete, and the Bearcats recover nicely. And they're going to drag down one of the number 12s.
22.
22, thank you, sir. TJ Stocker.
TJ Stocker.
Great, well played there, but I don't know whether you caught that, John. They shifted the secondary, and nobody covered the receiver on the left side.
Yep, we had the same thing, Coach.
So back to the 14, original line of scrimmage. Third down.
It'll be 3rd and 10.
They can pick up a first down
Bearcat, 19-yard line.
at the 4 of the Bearcats. 1:16 to go. Clock running here in the first quarter. No score. Inside that Bearcat tri-tip red zone. Good to have the tri-tip sandwiches back, gentlemen. Could smell them coming into the stadium.
I'm not complaining.
Now, this could be 2-down territory for them because their kicking game has been very suspect.
Peeker behind Denmark, who's out of the gun. Trips left. Looking slant, and nice catch. Down inside the 10.
Stocker again.
Yep.
Number 22, TJ
Ball is at the 7.
So this will set up a 4th and 3.
For the Falcons. From the Bearcat, 8-yard line.
Denmark will huddle up the offense. They'll break the huddle. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Biggest play of the game so far right here.
2 receivers to the far sideline, 1 to the near sideline. Denmark takes the snap, keeps it himself. He's going to try to run. Bearcats shutting it down, and they're going to stop him. And the Bearcats are going to get the ball back on downs with 4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score.
Great job on the outside, gentlemen. Not letting him get around the corner.
Now, was that 22?
Yes, sir.
Falcons turn that ball over on downs.
Not the greatest field position in the world.
Ah, you're at the 6.
Yeah,
It's
6.
5 extra yards to deal with.
This will be the final play of this first quarter. Bearcats will come out. Trips left, including Moronis and Gaither. Kemp alone back there with Bridewell, who's out of the gun. 1 receiver to the near sideline. Bridewell from his own goal line gives it to Kemp. He just bowls his way forward and gets near the 15-yard line. And that'll end the first quarter with no score from War Memorial Stadium. Bearcat football here on the VOP Sports Network, being brought to you by Yabba Dabba Dogs. They serve 100% all beef hot dogs, bratwurst, Polish sausages, and vegan Wilma. I don't know, but sounds good to me. Yes, Bill?
We got an announcement today from Steve Martin, who's collecting ads, that Yabba Dabba Dogs has gift certificates, and we may use those any way we like. So
Player of the game.
there you
Player of the
go.
week. Also being brought to you by the Odyssey. Be sure to stop by the Odyssey for delicious items. They're fresh casual kitchen. Are you a salad lover? Try the grilled salmon salad. I know what you mean now, John. Or the curled chicken salad and many more. Got a bigger appetite? How about the ribeye? That sounds like a John Doss right there. Of course, you'll love their burgers and their steaks. Gosh, You'll love it all at the Odyssey, located at 1214 Pine Street in Paso Robles. And by Savage Deli, here's one for the records book. Savage Deli at 2050 Spring Street presents the Bearcat Club Sandwich. Black forest ham, turkey, bacon, avocado, Swiss cheese, all on a toasted sourdough with homemade AAA mayo and lettuce, tomato, and onion, all for just $10.95. Score big, get the Bearcat Club Sandwich at Savage Deli. Give me some oxygen. Take it, Bill.
All right, here we go. Bearcats with the ball right here on the 14-yard line.
First play of the second half. No score.
Jammed box by the Falcons.
Kemp and Moranis offset in the backfield. Gaither to the near sideline. Bridewell underneath center. Here we go. This is Kemp. Picks up the first down, gets to the 21-yard line, and that'll move the chains.
A little more diversity in the Bearcat offense as far as there's always a fake or something. Even after the give, there's a fake, and it's kind of paralyzing their linebackers a little bit.
Boy, Kemp looks like a hot knife going through butter there when he gets going. Just casually goes through, takes his time, doesn't rush it, finds the hole. Bearcats got a good running game this year, folks. High snap, Bridewell pulls it in. Looking crossfield, pass complete to Gaither. Gaither makes a nice move, picks up the first down, and turns on the afterburners.
And
here comes the flag. 2 flags. John, did you get a look at that?
That's called a late out of bounds.
It hit him out of bounds over here.
Yeah, Tim, that looked pretty blatant, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. You know, they got the just somebody don't move those benches. They don't move the benches pretty quick.
Okay, we're waiting them to move the football. There's the call from Bob Rollins. And there goes the football all the way into Independence territory. And another first down as they picked it up on Gaither, a nice move. So Chains will just move now. The ball moved on the penalty into Independence territory at the 48-yard line. First and 10, 11:24 to go first half, no score. Bearcats will go trips right. One receiver to the far sideline. Out of the gun, that's Kemp in the backfield. Moreno's set up now as a receiver. This is Kemp. Nice little spin move.
Spin, yeah.
45 to the 43-yard line of Independence. Gain of 6, second and 4.
Yeah, he's getting his 6, and they're pretty well geared to him. They hit him after he had gained 2 yards, and he just dragging bodies with him.
We'll call it 2nd and 5, gentlemen. And the lights come on at War Memorial. Sun's starting to set. It's going to cool off just a little bit. Not much breeze. Still 91 degrees.
We got our fan back.
How'd that happen? Electricity come back on? Bridewell back to pass, and it's incomplete. Had Gaither.
That was tipped, gentlemen.
So
yeah,
third down.
Thanks on that, John. Yeah, that was kind of hard to see, and it looked like he just dropped it, but it did get tipped, and it changed the trajectory of the football on him, and just couldn't handle it. So now, Jim, here's big third down again. We got third, and we're going to call this 5.
10:41 to go. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 2 receivers each sideline. Kemp in the backfield, just the left of Bridewell. Takes the snap, plenty of time. Looking, has a man, and he overthrew his intended receiver. That was number 81, Andrew Olson. And it'll be 4th down and 5.
Okay, now big decision here. He's going to punt it. And I agree with this. If you don't get this here, you're giving them the ball at the 43-yard line. So Darryl Royal always used to say that if they've got the ball at their 5-yard line, you're closer to scoring than they are. So we'll take the Texas theory there.
Everything's bigger in Texas, Coach. Never been, have you?
Yes.
Like it?
The part I was in, we had a good time.
I know John's been in Texas. Flores back to take the punt. He's going to keep it himself. He's got it. Can he get it?
No.
Short.
Gosh, darn.
Way to go, Evan. Way to go. Nice shot, baby. Way
Flagel on the keeper, run out of bounds, short of the first down.
All right. So with 10:29 to go here in the first half. Timmy, you got to remember to turn your microphone off. We're picking up all your talk down there on the sidelines. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So from the 43-yard line, first down and 10 for Independence. 2 receivers each sideline. And as always, Denmark the quarterback, Peeker the back there. Will they try to light it up and go deep again, or will they try to run it? We're going to find out right now. They're going to try to throw it. Denmark out, gets the pass off. Man-to-man coverage, and it's incomplete. Had a little bump there, but no flag thrown. Second down and 10.
If he'd gotten that in timing, that would have been a touchdown. But a little bad snap and quite get his feet set.
All right, Falcons will break the huddle. Trips left this time, 1 receiver to the far sideline. Denmark with 1 back there. Let's see what he does on second down and 10 from their own 43. And up Beaker gets to midfield, picks up the first down, and a little more rolling over Bearcat tacklers past the 40 down to the 38-yard line of the Bearcats. First down for Independence.
Yeah, they caught the Bearcats in a blitz, and they got through the 1 gap, and not a linebacker there, and he ran over the first DB. 18-yard gain right there.
Yeah, and just a great job of power running.
At the
He
end,
ran over people.
dropping his shoulders.
Yeah. Trips left. Denmark and Peeker in the backfield. 1 receiver to the far sideline. 10 minutes ago here, first half, no score. Beaker to the 40, rounds the corner, past the original line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard. It'll be second down and 9.
Yeah, that play was designed to go inside. The Bearcats forced it outside, no gain.
Remind everybody, coming up Monday, it's the Bearcat Locker Room Show from Paso Robles High School. Guests will include Ivan Huff. We'll talk a little cross country, and head football coach Matt Carroll, talking about this game and previewing next week's Thursday game against Buchanan High School here at War Memorial Stadium. Locker Room Show, 6:30 Monday night here on the VOP Sports Network and on the live stream with the 805 broadcasters. Second down and 10.
There it is.
Wide open in the flat. And Bearcats do a nice job, but then they don't swallow them up. That was TJ Stocker again. And Stocker gets down to the 34-yard line, setting up a 3rd down and 6.
Coach, what did we say to the wide receivers last week? Don't cut it back inside.
Yeah, that's where the bad guys are.
That's what he just found, number 80, a bad guy.
And they just threw it out there to him. There was nobody on him directly, and the first guy missed the tackle. He did a nice job of picking up 4 or 5. Call it 4.
So this is the biggest 3rd down in this football game. There's going to be a timeout, which sends me back to the script, and let's hear about some more of these Bearcat sponsors. Sound good to you, Coach?
Hit it.
Knicks Barbershop and Hair Design, keeping you so good looking 7 days a week. And you know, matter of fact, John Doss, they said they could even make me good looking. What do you think about that? It's Knicks Barbershop and Hair Design at 631 Creston Road. Open from 8 to 6, Monday through Saturday from 8 to 5. On Sunday, walk-ins only. Ask for their senior and military discounts. Knicks Barbershop and Hair Design. And we also want to thank Blake's True Value Hardware in Paso Robles. Blake's has everything for you. They've got paint. They've got woodworking material you need if you're fixing up your house or doing redesigning. They got pipe for plumbing. Heck, anything. I mean, Coach, you can build a new doghouse in the backyard for me from Blake's True Value.
And they help you.
And they help you. Old-time help, like the old hardware stores used to be. Blake's True Value Hardware on Riverside and Paso Robles. In beautiful Paso Robles. All proud sponsors of Bearcat football here on the VOP Sports Network.
Coach, 14-6 Lompoc at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, Rigetti on the board.
John, you didn't say anything. We finally found someone who can make me better looking, and I was waiting for the comment.
I've got some ideas there.
Denmark, look out. He eludes trouble, gets away, looking downfield, still on his feet, finds a hole, turns on the afterburners, and picks up a first down. Great job of running by the quarterback.
He has very, very good vision. I thought he was going to pitch it to 22.
So first down and 10 for Independence. Clock stops momentarily with 8:31 to go in the first half. No score.
Fifth play of the drive.
Great to have the band back at War Memorial and playing. Let's see if the Bearcat defense can get a boost here now.
Blitz.
Draw right up the gut and a gain of 8 on the play. Nice job by Peaker. Slicing his way through. Actually a gain of 9. Got down to the 17. Short by about a yard. Gain of 9, 8 minutes to go. No score, but they're in that Bearcat tri-tip red zone.
Yeah, Jesus Ochoa there was in great position, but ran by the ball carrier. Sometimes when you blitz and you get in, there's a blitz, and you get in free, you got to break down. Here's blitz coming, big blitz.
Denmark to Peaker again, trying to get around the corner, and he gets a little bit of room. Should have enough for the first down. And they're going to say he went out at the 15-yard line, so that'll move the chains. It'll be first down and 10 in that Bearcat tri-tip red zone at the Bearcat 15-yard line. No score, 7:37 to go here in the first half. Don't forget, Bearcat halftime show coming up your way. I believe we're going to have Greg Welch joining us, and it's going to be a fun interview. That's coming up on the Bearcat halftime show here with 805 broadcasters on the BOP Sports Network. Denmark to Peaker again. Peaker moves the line a little bit, didn't get much, got 2 to the 13, 2nd and 8.
Now that may have been what I call a probing play right there. They lined up in a different formation. They were in 2 split ends and double wings. And look for them to fake that and then dump the ball to one of the wings after the fake.
Trips left, one receiver to the far sideline. Denmark the quarterback, Peaker the back. It's pretty much been their show so far in this one. Quarterback keeper inside the 10, short of the first down, got to the 8-yard line. Actually, they're going to say he got down to about the 7, so it's going to be 3rd and about a yard. Or no, 3rd and 3, that is.
They call the plays pretty quickly. He goes over to the sideline, gets them from the coach, and jogs back in most of the time.
2 receivers to the far sideline, one comes to the near sideline. Denmark out of the gun, Peaker in the backfield. Looking over the Bearcat defense. And we're going to have movement.
A lot of people jumping.
It's going to go against Independence, so that's going to push them back 5 yards, setting up a 3rd and 7.
Just both teams execution killing drives.
From the 13, Falcons will break the huddle. Trips left again, one receiver to the far sideline.
Interesting to see whether they throw it or run it here.
Denmark and Peaker in the backfield.
Blitz, run.
This is Peaker. Got near the 10, and that's where they're going to call him down. It's going to be 4th down and a long 5. Moronis on the stop. 5:50 to go, 4th and 5, and timeout.
The timeout.
And we want to thank Dee Lacey. Dee Lacey is proud to be a supporter of Bearcat broadcast. She urges everyone to recognize the talents, commitment, and accomplishments of our local students. From sports to academics to art, we all join Dee Lacey in saying, "Go Bearcats." Idler's Home is another proud Bearcat sponsor. Whether it's appliances, hot tubs, kitchen design, or furniture, Idler's Home promises unbeatable prices and unbeatable selection. Idler's Home at 2361 Theater Drive in Paso, Robles, and in San Luis Obispo. And by Community West Bank, safe, secure, and trusted. Count on Community West Bank at 567 Spring Street to provide the financing, deposit service, convenient treasury management, and trusted advice you need. Community West Bank, your community bank and proud sponsor of Bearcat Athletics here on the VOP Sports Network. You can take it, Coach.
This is very interesting because I've got this play is coming up as the 11th play of the drive. And if you're going to win, you got to convert. They've got to at least get the first down here. Interesting setup here. See what they do.
You got to remember the second time they've been down at the 10-yard line.
And no kicking game. Doubling 18 down here at
Fourth
the
and
bottom.
5, high snap. Denmark gets it off. Outside pass complete, and it's going to be short. They did not get it. Looks like he got shoved out. What about the 7, John?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Great play by the Bearcats. That was number 4 there, Jimmy.
Yep.
Hayden McCann.
Yep.
That was Stocker's 5th catch in his first half for Independence.
Jim, I was off a yard. It's the 8-yard line.
That's all right. No, I was off a yard, my friend.
So we
I will
start.
doss myself there. How's that sound? First down and 10. Trips right. One receiver at the far sideline for the Bearcats. Bridewell out of the gun. Kemp takes the handoff, and there he goes again, slicing through the Independence defense, taking it past the 15 to the 16. Bearcats own 16-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 3. 5:35 to go, first half, clock running, no score.
And if you wanted a perfect scenario right here, you drive the ball down and kill the clock and score. Look, maybe play action right here, guys.
You got a comment on that one, John? No?
I'm watching the tight end.
Offset in the backfield. Bridewell looks over to defense. They'll run it again. This time, Kemp, nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped. Back at the 15. Loss of a yard on the play. Third down and 3. 4:40 to go, clock running first half, no score. 805-788-8114. If you have questions, comments, or where you're listening or watching from, 805-788-8114. Please just text in, no calls. Can't answer the phone. 2 receivers each sideline. Bridewell fakes it, now rolling out to his left, looking downfield. He's going to decide to run with it, and he'll pick up the first down, and smartly gets out of bounds. It'll stop the clock. That moves the football up to the 23-yard line of the Bearcats. 4:17 to go in the first half.
And we have all of our timeouts left. They have 1 remaining.
Here we go. 2 backs in the backfield. Moronis and Kemp.
Double tight end.
Bridewell
Yes.
has a man open, and he had Moronis out there wide open. Just off on his pass a little bit. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Counter pass. Wide open.
Yeah, because if he catches that pass,
It's big.
It's man-to-man. It's him against a smaller defender, and he has an opportunity to make the move and make the big play.
Easily 10 to 15 yards there. I'll tell you, when that happens, I used to play chess when I was a kid, and when you're doing this, it's just like you're playing chess. And when that
Did
happens,
you win?
Yes.
Okay.
And when you're doing that, you're playing chess in your mind against the defensive guy, and it's like the players, the chess pieces aren't going where you want them to go.
Third down and 10. Will they put it in the air or will they run it? Well, that is answered. Nope.
No.
They're going to fake it back to Kemp, and he trips and falls at the 26-yard line. The Bearcats will have to punt with 4 minutes to go here in the first half. No score.
Jimmy, I got it as third down
It's
right
third
now.
down. It's third down. Bearcats lucky there, got away with one. Gaither had his hands on the back of the DB right there. Look for Gaither on the out. That's been good last 2 games.
Bridewell, Moronis, and Kemp in the backfield.
2 tight ends.
Fakes it, rolls out to
Same
his
play.
left, looking downfield, gets the pass off, complete. And a first down for the Bearcats up to the 45-yard line. Was that Scott, 80?
Yes.
Yep.
Now, That was the same play they ran down here, and he threw it to the back, out of the backfield, and missed him. There he just waited for the tight end, dragging across to get open. Very well done. And it's a good call by Coach Carroll, because he saw that was open going this way, and all he did was mirror the play back to the other side.
First down and 10 from the Bearcat 44-yard line. Bridewell out of the gun, back to pass. Gets the pass off, complete. Into Independence territory, down to the 47-yard line. This time it's Olsen pulling it in.
And there's that play action we talked about. That was very well executed.
Gain of 9 on the play, second down and 1.
It appears the best formation for the Bearcats is when they are in double tight end. Seems to be causing the Falcons some problems there defensively.
And the Bearcats will take a timeout. 2:22 to go first half. No score. Bearcats on the move. We want to thank Anthony's Tires. That's right. If you're looking for the big wheel in the tire business, check out Anthony's Tire Store, 3011 Spring Street. Since opening in 2007, owner Anthony Charnley has brought his many years of experience in the automotive business to Anthony's Tire Store, providing quality automotive work and top national tire brands. Stop in at the bright yellow building. Can't miss it on Spring Street, or give them a call at 805-237-0377. That's Anthony's Tire Store. Also being brought to you by Western Janitor Supply. It's a 100% woman-owned and certified by the state of California as a small business. They have been a family-operated business since January of '85. Currently, there are 3 generations working together to provide customers with efficient and knowledgeable service. Western Janitor Supply. Stop by and say hi at 1026 Pine Street, Western Janitor Supply. Well, let's set the plate for you here on the table and get your plate ready for the halftime show. 2:18 to go. Second down and 1. Bearcats in Independence territory at the 47. They need to get to the 46 for a first down. Bridewell takes a snap. Plenty of time. Looking deep downfield. Throws it up. One spot him. Incomplete.
That was very well played by the DB. There's a little trick to that. When it's on the sideline, you fade into the receiver to force him out of bounds, and that young man did a good job of that. So, and that's a nice call. You had a third down and 1, and you went deep, and now you got a good shot to get that first down.
All right, we got our eyes down there at the goal line. John Doss, I think he's down near the 10-yard line, so he'll pick up anything coming his way. Third down and 1. 2:11 to go. First half, still no score. Moronis and Kemp in the backfield. Now Moronis is going to go out of the backfield, and they'll give it to Kemp. Kemp picks up the first down and more. Got down to the 41 of Independence. So that clock will stop momentarily at 2:04 to go in the first half, and the chains will move.
A little wrinkle there. They just ran wedge, but they did it with the shift in the motion look, and kind of gets in the linebacker's eyes off of the fullback there. Well done, well done.
Bearcats break the huddle. Gator to the far sideline. 2 tight ends again, Coach.
Yep, an unbalanced line right.
Handoff Kemp. Got to the 37-yard line by falling forward. Clock continues to run, 1:39 to go. Now remember, the Bearcats without an effective kicking game. That plays a factor here. I mean, if they want to give it up and give the big guy a chance who's kicking for the second time in his career, you know, they probably got to get it down to the 10-yard line. 2 receivers each sideline. Down to 1:20 to go. Clock running, no score. Bridewell takes the snap, flips the football around, rolls out to his left, looking downfield, gets the pass off, incomplete. And boy, did he do a nice job of eluding a couple of tacklers. And what happened there is 2 Independence defenders ran into each other, and one of them is down on the ground hurt right now at the 39.
So now, Jim, we're in 2-down territory here. So you're third and we'll call it 6. You want to get 3 right here. Now, one thing that they're doing is they have a 3-man rush. And when you have a 3-man rush, the number one thing you cannot do is lose outside contain. And they did. And Bridewell has really been burning them on that.
I got a funny feeling we're going to see something down the middle of the field here soon. Got a couple of them last week. It's either that or they're going to try to get him to break, like you say, that containment on the outside and get around that corner. And there's trips left.
And they are misaligned right there. If you look to the left side, they're a guy shy.
Bridewell takes the snap, pass off, and is intercepted.
Okay. You could see that coming all the way.
Yeah, you wonder Moronis.
He's right-handed, and he's throwing an out back across the field. He was almost to the numbers here. And remember that this hash marks are 17 yards apart, so before you gained anything, he had to throw the ball 25 yards and then up the field, and the DB just recovered. Bad break for the Bearcats there.
Yeah, we got a text. Go Bearcats. Broadcast sounds great. She didn't mention her name, though, or he didn't mention her name. Pass off, man, wide open and pulled into Bearcat territory at the 40, and that's a big hit. Okay. Coach, you pick up that number there? Who was that on the hit for the Bearcats?
I did not pick that up.
21 on the 21 on the hit, 13 on the catch.
I saw on the hit.
Nice pickup, Dave.
A touchdown saving hit, Dave Lambert.
That's what I'm here for.
Two receivers split. Denmark. He wants to run it, and he gets dragged down from behind. Luckily, they got a piece of his jersey. Otherwise, he was on his way to another first down, and he got down to the 38. Clock running 40 seconds ago here.
They're not in a hurry. I don't get this.
Well, they don't have a kicking game either, so.
But they've got a timeout left.
They're gonna take a shot at the end zone here. I would think. Denmark, there it is. Intercepted. Picked off. 25-30. 35, and finally brought down out of bounds at the 37-yard line with 14 seconds left to go in the first half. Bryson Beneso with the interception. He had the big stop before that on the pass downfield, and he comes up with the pick. Two great plays there by that young man before the end of this first half. So still goose eggs up there as the Bearcats break the huddle with 14 ticks left in the first half. Trying to think the last time we had a scoreless first half.
So am I. I can't remember that.
You guys chip in if you can remember with the broadcast team. Bridewell going deep downfield. Once Gaither, and he overthrew him 6 seconds ago. No, I don't remember. So it's. But our halftime guest probably has it in the Bible.
He might remember.
That's Greg Welch coming up at halftime here with the Bearcat Halftime Show. We'll have a nice, interesting discussion talking about the book that he designed. It's the Bearcat Bible on Football. Goes back to all the way when the Bearcats started playing back in 1919. And we'll talk about that and where he got all that information from, and a few stories and more to tell, guaranteed, coming up with Greg Welch at halftime here on the VOP Sports Network with the 805 broadcasters. But one more play left here. Bridewell, one hand, and he's just going to go back, just fall down.
Well, we got a face mask.
So we'll have one more play. Because the half cannot end on a defensive penalty, correct?
Correct.
And that will happen from the spot of the foul, which should be right around that 25-yard line.
Okay, so that'll put him up to the 40.
Coach?
Yes.
Bearcats have got to clean up their center to quarterback exchanges. It's been pretty sloppy down there and cost them quite a few yards, I think.
Yeah, and
Bearcats will decline the penalty and end the first half. No score between Independence and the Bearcats.
I got a stat for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's nothing. Okay. Independence has run 30 plays. The Bearcats have run 29 plays.
Bats.
Close.
There we go.
All right, I'm going to run down a list of our sponsors here and say thank you once again. Sitting in the heart of Paso Robles country, this newly refurbished Links Golf Course was designed by Tiger Woods, his first teacher. It's the Links and RV Resort. The Links is inspired by the great courses of Scotland and is the most affordable course in Paso country. Enjoy 18 holes, great greens, the best driving range in the area, and a majestic vineyard views. Links and RV Resort, located at 5051 Jardine Road. That's 5151 Jardine Road in Paso Robles. Bearcat football also being brought to you by Paso Robles Daily News. If it's local, it's on PasoRoblesDailyNews.com. They're breaking news, sports, special events, and more. Oh, my teacher's here, so he's going to be critiquing me on these commercials. I'm getting a little bit nervous.
Should be.
Good. How you doing, Mr. Welch?
Good.
Put that right up there next to your mouth there, and we'll talk to you in 1 second here. Let me wrap this up. Paso Robles Daily News. If you're looking for local news, no farther than the PasoRoblesDailyNews.com. Another Bearcat proud sponsor. So it brings us to the halftime show. No score here from War Memorial. Mr. Welch, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Jimmy.
Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
It's good. It's been a while. We talked about when they honored you at the baseball game, remember?
Yeah.
We had a good talk, but I want to talk a little bit about the Bearcat Football Bible, and we appreciate so much that you went back and did all that research. I remember going to the old station that we were at and finding one for Bill and I in our boxes in the back, and I went, what's this? And I could appreciate it because, as you remember, I went back during the 90s when the 93 championship came back and went all the way back for the Greyhound games, remember, and did little capsules on each game. So I know how much research that takes, and talk a little bit about the research that you had to do to go back and, just get everything, the coaches' names right, the players' names right, the scores right. That had to be a huge, because I know it took me just to get done the Bearcats and the Greyhounds at least a month.
Well, I don't know how much time it took, but I started 5 years ago when I wrote the first one, and probably took me about 18 months. And I'd go to places like the Paso Museum where they had yearbooks I could go through, but the yearbooks weren't complete. Then I finally went to the Trib and got their editions that were going on all the time.
What resources did you use? The library, the old newspaper, the old Paso Robles?
All of the above. I did as many as I could through the yearbooks, and then I went back through the Paso paper, and I discovered that papers didn't have sports sections back in the old days.
And I think you can recognize this too, the simple fact that sports writing was different back in the 20s and 30s and the 40s. Compared to, when it came into the 80s and 90s when I started doing it. You looked at those stories and you had to giggle a little and laugh.
Yeah, they would never, some of the times I wouldn't report the final score.
Yeah, they wouldn't. It was 3-0 in the third quarter. You don't know what the final score is. And then
and there were a couple of times I ran across articles and I read them and I was going to write it down as a reference, and it was a basketball game.
Yeah.
18 to 16 or something like that, and you'd go, my goodness.
Back when they used the peach basket. Yeah, they went around. And then the names, and they had nicknames that they used that you didn't know who the player was, and you were trying to figure it out. And it was just a different style, and not a lot of scoring.
No.
At all. What out of all that research, what caught your attention the most?
Well, what started me on it was I knew for a fact that we didn't have any records that went all the way back. I've been involved in this program since the mid-60s, and my recollection was that there was nothing there, and I couldn't find any bits and pieces. So it intrigued me that we'd have no individual records, like we'll never know who the best rusher is or who the best passer or the whatever. But the one thing I could do was try and put together the team scores. And I went back, and the first yearbook I found that identified football as a sport was 1919. Now, I don't know when football began at Paso High School. The school opened up in 1895, and the first 20 years or so, they didn't report anything in the yearbooks, and I couldn't find any newspapers around that time that reported scores. So the mystery is there's no first football team. And the second mystery is I don't know if 1919 is the beginning or not.
Yeah, and that was, didn't we play the Greyhound JV team that won 119 to nothing? And
Yeah,
there
were a couple outrageous scores in there. And it kind of balanced out as the years went on, but that was the start of it. And it just became a labor of love. And the second time through, I went in and added the team score, the individual game scores, and did a lot of math. And
you've been updating it along and you put it up online, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, it's current. Tomorrow I'll add this game, and that'll be one more we go.
And we keep going on and on. And you look back at some of those teams, and you talk about the records, and there was I know the track started getting records and researching that too, the track team. And now they used to have a board out back by the track and field up at Paso Robles High School with the records. But I know at the time Henry Jenkins held the touchdown record, and we got that down, and Brett Collins broke it. What year? I can't remember. In the 90s. Yeah, in the 90s. But I remember we had that record available to us. And looking back and passing, but it is a labor of love.
It is, and you have a lot of it is memory. The track record, for example, those were posted in the old library back when it was a study hall, and the library or the study hall teacher was Max Tompkins, and he was a track coach. And he had this big board up behind him on the wall that had all the records. And the stuff like that comes around that you have to identify and try to factualize to put in there is important. But I'm pleased with it. It covers 102 years.
A long time.
Yes, a long time. I don't know when it started. That's a mystery, and I can't go back and
too bad we didn't have anybody left around to tell us.
Yeah, I looked all over for somebody to talk to,
but we waited at lunch that day, right?
Yeah.
They never showed up.
They never showed up.
And a lot of the stuff. Now, when we made the move, remember I was a freshman when we moved. Derek and I were in the same class. Stroud, Kevin Taylor, Guy Keeper, Mitch Messia. We moved here in December of '80.
Yeah.
And we had a whole month off.
Yeah.
So that enabled the movers to take everything from this facility over to the new high school off of Niblick here in Paso Robles. And I remember that time a lot of stuff got left here in boxes, but we slowly got that stuff moved up to the high school.
Well, the movers actually moved everything but the athletic stuff. And the coaches did that, and we just ran out of room. So we left a lot of stuff here. Some were JV trophies, like the JV John Jones tournament, third place, that we would never use, but we took out most of the valuable stuff. But there were periods at the new high school where they threw that away, and we dug some of it out of the trash.
Oh. No, I'm not going to ask who threw it away.
No, don't ask me.
No, I wouldn't want to ask you that. Now, I want to talk to you about this facility, War Memorial Stadium. And it's, to me, and not being a homer here, been to a lot of stadiums and doing this for 40 years. This has to be one of the most unique stadiums. You're right down on the action. It reminds me of Wrigley Field a little bit. You don't get this in any other stadiums across California. Because you go down south or up north, they're like cookie cutter stadiums. They're all the same.
Yeah, this is a stadium that is unique in a lot of ways. It's got a lot of history. It was built in the 40s. The reason it's narrow, the track is not 440 yards, is because they had to squeeze it in between the 24th Street and the Vine Street and what room they had down there. And then over the years, they added lights. I think in 47, they put up the lights. And the first lights were the poles that stuck up in the middle, and you couldn't see anything.
The bad view poles.
Yeah, and then in the late 60s, they added the current lights that we have. And since then, they've replaced the tops a couple of times. But it's got a lot of history, and it is unique.
It is. I mean, you don't, like I said, once again, you don't see this at any other stadiums. Very, very rare that you're down right on top of the action like we here at War Memorial Stadium. Before I let you out here, and this has been very enjoyable, and I'd like to have you back again before the end of the year if you're up to it.
I'm up to it.
And we'll talk a little bit more about the history, but Before I let you go here, last question for you. Talk a little bit about how play has changed now compared to when you played and when you coached.
Well, I always tell people that we would not survive very long at this level the way we played. We would come out and start practice with the farm kids and they run a few plays, and defense was just how to line up, and that was it. Nowadays, these guys are all specialists. They run all kinds of offenses and defenses, and they practice year-round. And it's
different kind of animal.
Yeah, different kind of animal. It takes a different type of kid that functions well in this program, or any program for that matter.
All right. Well, hey, thank you. My social communication teacher, Mr. Welch. Hey, come back the end of the year.
I will.
Okay, we'll have you back during the home game, and thanks for stopping by. Greg Welch,
thank you.
longtime teacher, athlete, teacher, administrator at Paso Robles High School. That was fun going down memory lane right there, talking about the history of the football program and War Memorial Stadium. Hope you enjoyed that. No score here at the half. I feel like a talk show host for a moment there. John, are you with me? John is not with me. I was going to ask him a question. So we got about 7 minutes, and I'll run down some more sponsors here. No score once again from War Memorial Stadium. Bearcat football being brought to you by the Voice of Paso. It's our city's multimedia center for entertainment and information. The VOP features 3 separate music formats: oldies, country and western, and jazz. The VOP is the official source for Bearcat sports broadcasts. Find out more at www.voiceofpaso.com. Now do you hear me, John? You got me? He's turning his volume up. He doesn't have me, but he's walking up the sidelines. He'll talk to me when he's ready. I want to see if he has some scores. Bearcat football also being brought to you by the China Gourmet in the Albertson Shopping Center. Authentic Chinese cuisine in a quiet and comfortable atmosphere. China Gourmet offers a bountiful menu of your favorite Chinese dishes, plus many you probably haven't tried, but should. Make them part of your day. The China Gourmet in the Albertson Shopping Center in Paso Robles. Jeffrey and Kathleen invite you to Jeffrey's Country Barbecue in the alley between Park and Pine Street, north of the downtown city park. Enjoy the signature dry rub house smoked meats, including pork belly ribs, as well as tri-tip brisket, pulled pork, pulled chicken, and pork loin sandwiches served on fresh baked French rolls. All of their sauces are scratch-made, including their mouth-watering barbecue sauce, horseradish cream sauce, roasted tomato salsa, lime sour cream, and a whole bunch more. Check out Jeffrey's Country Barbecue, another proud sponsor of Bearcat Sports here on the VOP Sports Network. All right, Coach is sitting down. I'm waiting for our tri-tip sandwiches to get here because I've been waiting a long time for one.
Yeah, well, just save me one down here.
Yeah. Oh, now you come on. Didn't you hear me? Were you ignoring me on purpose?
No, you said the magic word.
No, I said tri-tip.
Yes, you did.
That's
No, you didn't hear me. I was talking to you for like 3 minutes so I could get a little bit of oxygen after. I got to tell you what, guys, I don't know if you heard it, but Dave upstairs too, if you heard, that was a great interview. That was fun.
Yes.
We learned a lot there, and just talking about, once again, about the Bearcat football program, as well as this facility here at War Memorial Stadium on the campus of Flamson Middle School. And interesting, we'll have Mr. Welch back again before the end of the year, great halftime, and talk more about the history of Paso Robles High School, because really he's one of the top guys right now to talk to about that.
And I told him, we'll have you back for the playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs?
Playoffs?
All right, can you and John talk a minute? And I'm going to...
John, any updates?
Yes, we have Rigetti 12, Lompoc 21 in the second quarter.
Well, Rigetti playing it pretty tough.
Atascadero leads Torres 14-0, second quarter.
Good for them.
Templeton and Coalinga all tied 6 in the second quarter. 6. Starting to drift on you there, Coach. Sorry about that. Arroyo Grande and Centennial have not kicked off yet. Well, they're kicking off at 8:30 this evening over in the Valley.
Is that a heat situation?
That is a heat situation.
Okay.
So there
with that, yes.
Yep, and there is your update, sir.
Great, thank you very, very much. And here, with 47 seconds left on the halftime clock, we have a 0-0 tie between the Bearcats and the Falcons of Independence High School. In the first half, the Bearcats ran 29 offensive plays. The Falcons ran 30 offensive plays. Both teams had drives killed by penalties. The Bearcats only had one penalty, but it was costly. And the Falcons have had 5 penalties in the first half. Now, the Bearcats, the Falcons won the coin toss and elected to receive at the beginning of the football game. So the Bearcats will get this ball first, which is very, very good for them. And we'll see how they do running this ball back and establishing some field position. Some things that the Bearcats got to clean up that everybody's seen here. The snaps on the shotgun have been a little high, and Bridewell's had some trouble handling them. He has done a good job, but it's thrown the timing off. And the punt snaps have been not good, to say the least. So let's hope that that can get corrected. And it's interesting, John, both teams have been down in the red zone where they could have kicked field goals and disdained that.
Yeah, the Bearcats down there one time and did not elect to kick the field goal, went for it on 4th down and did not convert. And the Falcons from Independence High School have done that twice and have not converted.
Yes, and we'll see whether that continues, because it's just, 3 points in this game could be the difference.
Well, you look at last week, Santa Maria won their game 3-0.
3-0, yep.
Well, I hoped if I walked away, the tri-tip would magically approach up here as the cross-country team makes their way across in the war paint and the flags. That sets us up to an end of the scoreless first half as we start the third quarter here in about 2 minutes.
Coach, we saw him last week return a kickoff for a touchdown. We saw him return a punt for a touchdown. Mr. Dickerson did it one more time for Lompoc tonight.
Oh, boy.
I would like to know if anyone's going to kick to him the rest of this year.
I saw him on television, and
did you like the color of that hair?
No. But he exudes self-confidence.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, one of my friends I grew up back in Wisconsin, hadn't talked to in like 30 years, watched the game and listened to us and said, great broadcast. And he said, his first words out of on his text were, boy, that kid from Lompoc was fast.
Yeah, and I saw Andrew Jones on television also in that same segment on KSBY, and he says that. He says, we're fast. If we can play a little bit better up front, we got a real good chance. So I like that they're playing Righetti, because we'll get a good measuring stick on Righetti for when we play them down the road during the league.
All right, are we ready to light the candle? John Doss.
No, that's going to bring out more heat.
No candles, please.
We don't need any, but I'd like a breeze down here. If you two could work on that, that'd be great.
Let me call the big guy upstairs.
Thank you. Coach, you are correct. It has dropped to 86 degrees.
And by the way, before we start the second half, I want to thank Dave Lambert and a great job in researching and get this wireless technology taken care of. We can hear our guys, John and Tim, very well.
How about
Best
that?
ever from the sidelines. Gotta love it. Thank you, Dave Lambert.
Thanks, Dave.
Well,
Thanks, Dave.
And Dave is the guy behind the scenes that really kind of makes this whole thing go, with the live stream and seeing the video that people get to watch. That's all Dave's efforts.
Thank you, Dave.
Text lines are open, 805-788-8114, 805-788-8114. If you have a text in, let us know where you're listening, what your name is, what year you graduated from the high school. Gator will field it at the 15. Averaging a little over 25 yards a return. It slips and falls past the 30, got to the 34. First down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 34. And here we go.
One thing I like that he does on those kickoff returns, he stays back just like a baseball outfielder and comes forward to catch the football and catches it, and he's got speed. He doesn't have to back up and from a complete stop accelerate. And that's very well done. That's good fundamentals right there.
All right, Bearcats huddling up with Bridewell. Gator will come to the near sideline. Moronis and Kemp in the backfield.
8-man front.
This is Kemp. Past the 35, got to the 38. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
There's nothing real elaborate or tricky. That's just man-on-man blocking, straight ahead kind of stuff. Every once in a while they'll run what's called a G play. The guard will pull, everybody blocks down, the guard kicks out the last guy, but nothing real tricky here yet.
Second down, we'll call it 2nd and 5. That was a gain of 5. Moronis and Kemp in the backfield. Bridewell underneath center. Kemp again to the 40, cuts it back, falls forward, picks up the first down to the 46. And Coach always agrees with me. Biggest biggest drive of a football game usually is that first drive that starts the second half.
Now, what they're doing there, they are strong to their offensive right, and they are running back to the weak side because, as they should, the Falcons are adjusting their defense to the strong side, which would be the Falcons' left. Let's see if we get the same formation. Nope, now we got double tight end.
Out of the eye. Bridewell underneath center. Moronis first man through, got to the 48. Bearcat owned 48, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. 10:40 to go, 3rd quarter, still no score from War Memorial. Darkness is set over the stadium. Nice crowd on hand, both sides of the field.
Great crowd here. It is full here, Jim. I was out walking around, glad-handing people. Yeah, it's full.
Offset in the backfield, Gator to the near sideline. Handoff to Kemp, cuts it back against the grain, got to midfield. Now he actually got into Independence territory to the 49-yard line. Looks like he had his face mask, helmet jerked back, but no flag on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and 5.
Okay, guys, most successful pass play, counter pass in the first half. Tight end and running back wide open. Let's see if they go back to it. Watch Moronis out of the backfield here.
Moronis and Kemp in the backfield. Bridewell underneath center. Moronis takes the handoff, and he got 3 of it, setting up a 4th down and 2 in Independence territory at the 46.
Big play here. Going for it, no hesitation there. See how the Falcons play this. They're going to jam the box. Coach Carroll, maybe roll the dice, throw that play action pass, catch them off guard. Let's see. This is going to be exciting right here.
Gator coming to the near sideline. Kemp and Moronis will be in the backfield. Bridewell underneath center. And here come the whistles and the flags.
Bearcats. Encroachment.
So it'll be 4th and 7.
And that changes things because you could run or pass there.
And he'll send in a punt.
He's going to punt. Again, I hate to be redundant here, but both teams just absolutely destroying their drives with penalties. Okay, John, we had some poor snaps here in the first half. Let's see how this goes right here.
Yeah, they were working on it before halftime and when Bridewell first came out, Coach. So let's see if there's some improvement here.
And this one a little better. It got to him. It floated. And
not a good punt
off the side of his foot. And it's going to go out of bounds. It looks like to be at the 35-yard line. It will be at the 35-yard line. Independence will start. 1st down and 10 from their own 35. 8:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. No score. Bearcat Locker Room Show coming your way on Wednesday, used to be on Wednesdays. Now it's on Mondays. Coming your way Monday night at 6:30 from Paso Robles High School. Ivan Hupp will be in to talk cross country, and Matt Carroll will be in to talk about this football game as well as the game on Thursday night coming up next week against Buchanan. A very tough Buchanan squad. Division I team will come here to War Memorial.
Okay, they got that wingback set to the right. Nope.
Nothing.
Jim, speaking of Buchanan,
Yes.
they lead Bullard 20-0 in the fourth quarter.
Wonder how hot is over there.
Very.
Massive substitutions by the
Yeah.
Bearcats.
Second
there.
and 13. Denmark, plenty of time, looking, rolling, cuts back, throws it up for grabs, and out of bounds. It'll be third and long.
Pressure there by the Bearcats, number 42.
This one just looks like it's going to come down to whoever can have the ability to not make any mistakes offensively and keep the chains moving and get it in the end zone.
You called it. And the mistakes they're making have been turnovers and penalties.
Trips right. One receiver to the far sideline. On the left side, one back in the backfield. Denmark
Screen.
screens it off. To
Fumble.
Peeker. Peeker lost the football, and he's going to be down at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 13 now at the punt the football. Just saying here, Coach, if this one ends in a 0-0 deadlock tie, do they go to the overtime?
Yes. And you know, try not to be critical here, but that was an ugly offensive series right there. There's no other way to put it.
UGLY, you ain't got no alibi on that one. They're going to get the punt
Rugby
off,
punt.
rugby punt style. This is the second punter that we've seen in the ball game for Independence, and this one's going to roll all the way down to the Bearcat 34-yard line. That's where they'll start, first down and 10.
31-yard punt.
Bearcat football being brought to you by Yabba Dabba Dogs. They serve 100% all beef hot dogs, bratwurst, Polish sausages, and the vegan Wilma. A huge selection of toppings with fresh New England style buns. These buns are commonly used on the East Coast for lobster rolls and are unique to our area. Get to know Yabba Dabba Doo Dogs from 11 to 3 every Tuesday through Thursday at the Masonic Temple parking lot, 320 Sherwood Road, and every Wednesday at 13th and Spring in Paso, Robles, or they bring the dogs to you with their top catering service. Yabba Dabba Doo Dogs, 805-610-2537. Handoff. Gain of 2 on the play. Pass the 35 to the 36. That was Kemp. Little bit of a breeze starting to filter through the press box here.
Okay, I'm watching the flag.
I ordered that, thank you.
With a side of tri-tip, right? 2nd and 8. Diego Chavez is a receiver to the far sideline. 2 backs in the backfield. Kemp runs into one of his linemen, then bounces it back and moves the ball past the original line of scrimmage. He got a yard on that play, Coach. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Just a nice job of keeping that play alive. 6:40 to go now, and the clock running. Still no score.
Yeah, pretty good penetration by the defensive line there of the Falcons to get in the backfield, disrupt that. You pointed out he ran into one of his blockers because one of their guys got in the way.
In the 13 years that we've been doing this, I don't remember a game going this deep in the 3rd quarter with no score.
Okay, either do
Trips
I.
left. One receiver to the far sideline.
Gaither over there by himself.
Man-to-man coverage. Got help over the top, though. Kemp takes the handoff and gets tripped up short of the first down by a yard. Got to the 44.
They're going to go for it.
Why not?
It's 4th and 2.
4th and 2, clock running, 5:48 to go in the 3rd. Bearcats in their own territory at their 42-yard line. John, have you heard anything on how Templeton's doing?
6-6 second quarter in Coinga.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Double tight.
Will it be Moronis or will it be Kemp? He jumped. And it continues, Coach, on both sides.
Punt.
5-yard penalty, and the Bearcats will have to punt the football. Brian Flores is always dangerous back at his own 23 for Independence. Bridewell averaging over 30 yards of punt. His last one, little over 18 yards.
Yeah, I don't know why this guy's
And we got a flag.
way back there. They got 12 guys on the field.
Well, they had 13 at one point, Coach. Now we're at 12. Now we're back to 4th and 2. Do we go for it?
Too many guys.
Here goes the offense back on the field. And boy, now this makes this very interesting. So, just when you think one team did it again to themselves, the other team does it to themselves again. Would you call it inconsistent?
You're being, that's a good euphemism.
4th and a short 2.
Man, oh man.
Back to right where we were. Just give the ball to Kemp or Moronis and let them run it upfield here.
Double tight, wing left.
Showing blitz. Bridewell stands back up.
And now we got a penalty. Delay of the game, Bearcats. That's the 4th penalty on the Bearcats, and the Falcons have had 6. Okay, and now we're going to punt it again. It's ruining my chart here, guys.
I'm here. I feel like I'm having a bad day in math class, taking a test I didn't study for, watching this right now. You get my drift on that one?
I certainly do.
That could be any day for you.
Oh, thank you, John. I was waiting for that comment to come through.
You're
hey,
welcome.
look up here. You get a thumbs up from me, buddy. See it? Not going to look, are you? Bridewell
Nice snap.
just gets that punt off. High short punt.
Fielded at
And
the
why the
40.
heck did he field that at the 40-yard line with 3 Bearcats around him?
10.
Wow. They dodged a bullet there.
What was that, about a 21-yard
Yeah, 21-yarder. So from the 39, the Bearcats will take over, Independence will take over 1st down and 10. Bearcat football being brought to you by the Odyssey. They have delicious items with their fresh food, casual kitchen. Salad lover, they got all the salads you want. Chicken, you name it. And they've got great hamburgers. Check out the Odyssey at 1214 Pine Street in Paso, Robles. Proud sponsors of Bearcat football.
Blitz.
Here comes the blitz. Handoff to around the corner. It's Peaker. Does a nice job of eluding 3 Bearcat tacklers and got to the 43-yard line. Boy, that heck of a job getting around that corner.
Yeah, the blitz got through. I believe that was, who was that on the blitz? Uribe on the blitz? He bounced off that, got by the corner.
2nd down and 6. Denmark rolling out. Whoa, great burst of speed into Bearcat territory. 1st down, 45-40, a little bit more. Inside the 40, we'll see where they spot the football. It looks like they're going to say he got out of bounds at the 40 of the Bearcats. So 1st down and 10. Just a great job of casually looking and then turning on the afterburners.
Great athletic ability. That play was poorly executed. There were 2 guys had a shot at him. He just ran through them. Good acceleration on his part.
1st down and 10 from the Bearcat 40. 3:45 to go in the 3rd, no score. Denmark gets the pass off complete to his trustworthy wide receiver. That's number 22, TJ Stocker, and he got down to the 32.
Now what he did there was open left and then threw quickly back to the right. And there's nobody right up on that slot guy, so he just catches it about the line of scrimmage and goes till the DBs get to him.
Trips left, 1 receiver to near sideline. Denmark gives it off to Peaker. Peaker stopped at the line of scrimmage. Moronis on a stop for the Bearcats.
And, you know, right there, he's got to learn to put his left foot in the ground and turn his shoulders and go. You don't make yards running sideways.
3rd down and 2. 2:50 to go. Clock running in the 3rd. No score from the friendly confines of War Memorial Stadium. Jim Weeman, Bill Stansberry, John Doss, Tim Stewart, and David Lambert with you here. 805 broadcasters on the BOP Sports Network. Here comes the blitz. Denmark in trouble. He eludes it, does a great job, and picks up the 1st down and more. Inside the 20, down at the 14. They had him.
Now, remember we talked about playing chess? Well, Coach Alvord won that on the chessboard, but the athletes just didn't tackle. You can't say anything else there.
From the 14.
Tim, you see the same thing?
Absolutely. So I thought for sure he was tackled. An athlete.
Trying to get around the corner, and they may have got a yard out of that. Now back to the original line of scrimmage. Is going to be 2nd and 10. Inside that Bearcat tri-tip red zone with 2 minutes to go in the third.
Hey, John and or Tim, somebody keep an eye on the sideline. See, do they have a kicking net? Is anybody even remotely look like they're doing anything over there in regards to kicking?
They have a net over here, but I haven't seen anybody over there trying to use it at all.
Better watch out, Tim. They might ask you to put a helmet on and kick it up.
Yeah.
Denmark out of the gun. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Pass off and nearly intercepted by Bonham. Brandon Bonham
read the route great. Now you got to go to the next step. You got to pick that off.
John, that was right in front of you, wasn't it?
Yeah, he couldn't decide what he wanted to do, Coach. Catch it or knock it down.
That got caught in between.
Yep.
But it's better than the third alternative.
What
third guy
happened?
catching
Let
it for a
it go,
touchdown.
exactly.
You did? All right. Good, thank you.
Timmy, turn your mic on, Tim. We're picking you up when you got to shut that thing off. Thank you, buddy. All right, Denmark and Peaker. Denmark, the quarterback, Peaker, the running back. 2 receivers in the near sideline, 1 to the far sideline. 3rd down and 10 from the 14 of the Bearcats. They're in that tri-tip red zone.
Oh, my gosh.
And here comes another flag. 2 flags. This will go against Independence.
There would have been a third one over here, but, Doug already saw the laundry on the field and decided he's going to keep it in his pocket.
Like a turkey shoot down there, Mr. Doss.
Well, there are a few turkeys down there.
Yeah, gobble, gobble. So from the 19, we had a great pregame meal today. Where were we at, Coach?
Paso Walk.
Yep. The bistro.
And the cookie place next
Yeah.
door.
Of course you went for the sweets.
Just baked.
Yeah.
Fantastic over there.
They had one with my name on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
3rd down and 15. Blitz on. He goes to the end zone, has a man. It's going to be a touchdown.
Good play action there.
The blitz was coming, and Denmark got the pass off at the last minute. John, who was that in the end zone?
Number 13.
Diamante Moten, a senior. I love how many 100-pound weights they have on their roster here.
Pretty sure he weighs more than 100 pounds.
Yes, I'm pretty sure too. So hey, the
Denver
off the schneid.
Denmark, he took a heck of a hit there. He got crunched in there. I'm surprised he got that ball off.
Very accurate throw.
Huge extra point. Every point is huge here in the second half. It's not blocked. So 1:16 to go in the third. 6-0, Independence lead. Here's one for the record books, folks. Savage Deli at 2050 Spring Street presents the Bearcat Club Sandwich. Black Forest ham, turkey, bacon, avocado, Swiss cheese. Heck, folks, I'm gaining weight just talking about this. All on a toasted sourdough with homemade chipotle mayo and lettuce and tomato and onion, all for just $10.95. Heck, I could get 2 of them, couldn't I? Score big, get the club sandwich.
Easy.
At the Savage Deli. Also, you know what? Nick's Barbershop and Hair Design, they're keeping you so good looking 7 days a week at Nick's Barbershop and Hair Design at 631 Crescent Road. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. Walk-ins only. Ask for their senior and military discount. Nick's Barbershop and Hair Design. Heck, they're even keeping me good looking. No comment.
We should shoot a commercial there and have them do a hair design on you.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
As long as we put cheese on his head afterwards, I'm fine with that.
All right. 6-0. Independence breaks the snide on the scoreboard. 1:16 to go in the third. Gator back to take the kick at his own 15-yard line. So we'll set the kickoff for Independence. To the corner, and Gator's going to have to run this now from the 5. Gets to the 10, cuts back to the middle of the field, and he's dropped at the 16. I'll put it at the 17. So first down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 17-yard line. 83 yards away, 1:08 to go, left in the third, down 6-0.
Now, I don't know whether that young man did that on purpose, but that was a great kickoff. He kicked it toward the corner and got it to bounce, and Gaither had to wait for it. We commented how Gaither's really good when he can come up and he's on the move getting it, and that kickoff, he wasn't able to do that. Hence the very poor field position for the Bearcats.
Indeed.
Double tight end.
Chavez.
Nope, shifted out.
As comes in as a receiver, 2 to each sideline, and they give it to Leo Kemp, and Kemp gets to the 20 and extends it to the 21. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Got to get some kind of rhythm right now. Get it going.
And they missed some big plays. A couple of the counter pass, and we had another pass drop. But the penalties, my gosh, gentlemen, both teams, we've had 11 penalties in this football game so far. And we are not to the fourth quarter.
2 receivers each sideline. Bad snap. Bridewell just decides to go down very smartly. Sitting on his gluteus maximus at about the 11-yard line. Didn't know I learned that in school, did you, Coach?
That's a great call.
You learned something?
Yes. The day I went to school in Mr. Welch's class. I knew better. Many years ago, John, before you were born. And that'll end the third quarter. 6-0 Independence leads here on the BOP Sports Network with the 805 broadcasters. Bearcat football brought to you by Dee Lacey. She's a proud supporter of Bearcat broadcast. She urges everyone to recognize the talents, commitment, and accomplishments of our local students, from sports to academics to art. We all join Dee Lacey in saying, go Bearcats. Idler's Home is another proud Bearcat sponsor. Whether it's appliances, hot tubs, that sounds good, kitchen design, or furniture, Idler's Home, that is, promises unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Idler's Home at 2361 Theater Drive in Paso, Robles, in San Luis Obispo and Santa Maria. And I would not believe I would be saying this in my lifetime. The song that I dreadfully wanted to hear over the years. All these years I heard it, never wanted to hear it again, but I'm glad to hear it this time. Hey Baby by the Bearcat Marching Band.
And the band is, I must say, since last spring when we were doing it, much improved. More people in it. They look sharp. They sound very, very good. Kudos to the band.
You know, our own Tim Stewart used to be a big musician back in the day. Did you know that?
What was his instrument?
He was a rock. Timmy, what was your instrument?
I fashioned after Ringo Starr.
Oh, he's a drum guy.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
I was on the sideline to big number 80. He's 6'2", 230.
Okay. Yeah, they had him at 225, and he's a big,
Third and
big
16.
Man.
Bridewell to his right, looking deep downfield. Better get rid of it. Now he just throws it away. Nice job throwing that away. 4th down, the Bearcats will have to punt.
Jimmy, what instrument did you play?
I'm a keyboards guy.
You sure it wasn't air guitar?
No.
Okay.
Well, I can't lie. Yeah, that was probably my best instrument.
Okay.
And the big drop down bass.
There you go.
That the Police played on.
Yep. I got you.
The stalking song.
Now this snap better be good.
Yeah, because if it gets by him and goes out of the back of the end zone,
nice.
It's perfect. Kick, just got it off. Now take a good hop, and it does.
It hit it. Oh,
and
boy.
it's fielded. And still on his feet past the 45. Got down to the 42-yard line. That was Flores, who took a chance. So good field position for Independence 11:35 to go, 6-0 Bearcats down.
Now that was a good punt, but they got a great return. So that, Jim, they have great field position here at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, defense is going to have to step it up here. Can't let them score to go up by 2. Little misdirection right up the gut, and lucky he slipped and fell. That was Peaker past the 40 to the 38.
Yeah, fly sweep motion, fake the fly sweep, get to the fullback right up the middle.
Looked like an old
you got it.
Glad you guys saw that.
Yeah, that was, or old Jerry Reynolds wing T back in the days in Templeton. 2nd and 6. 2 receivers each sideline.
Big
again, stays on his feet, and he stopped at the 36. They need to get to the 32, and it's going to be 3rd and 4 with 10:50 to go in the 4th, and the clock running. Bearcats down 6-0. Definitely going to be 2-down territory here for Independence.
Yes.
And a big 2-down territory stand for that Bearcat defense.
Okay, let's watch Denmark.
Yeah, don't let Denmark get out of a jam. Every time they've had him back there tonight, he's been able to, get it off. Even as Tim said on the touchdown pass, he got it off right before he got hit. Trips left.
Big blitz.
Back to pass. He wants it all. Going down the sidelines. Good
Nice.
defensive down there.
Number 20 there, Jim.
Yes.
Yep. Kyle Bonham.
Yeah, stride for stride. That's perfect defense. That was a great throw. That was right on the money, but that's where good defense beat good offense.
All right, ball game right here.
Jim, your voice changed there for a moment.
Did it really? Well, it's been nonstop talk tonight, John.
We got a guy down, way down at the end. Tim, can you see that
That's
number
a wide
for us?
receiver.
That was the wide receiver, number 13.
Yeah, he's
DeMonte
down here.
Moten.
I never saw him. He went down here by himself.
Timmy, that was the receiver on the pass play that was broken up over
Yeah,
there.
it was great defense too, by the way. Number 20, great defense on that pass.
All right, guys, I guess we can talk about the game now. I've hit every sponsor at least twice tonight, haven't I?
Have what?
I've hit each sponsor at least 2 or 3 times tonight.
I think we've just about got it.
I've gone through it.
Gentlemen, I got an update for you while you're figuring
Fire
that
away
out.
with an update, John Doss.
At halftime from Coalinga, Coalinga leads Templeton 21-6.
The Horn Toads. One of the great nicknames in high school football or college football across the nation.
Hey guys,
Absolutely.
Right with the banana slug.
13's cramping up. That's what it is.
Thank you, Timmy.
All right, here we go, guys. 4th down and 4. Will it be Denmark? Will it be Peaker? Or will Denmark go deep downfield to his reliable receiver Stocker? We'll see on this play. 3 receivers to the near sideline.
Whoa!
Way back. Got to get him down, drop him, and they do. And the Bearcats are going to have great field position. 10:09 to go. And the roll of the dice goes the Bearcats' way.
Okay, they take over at the 44. Okay, it's been served up. It's on the table for you here. 10 minutes to go. You got the ball at the 44-yard line. They gave it to you.
Are you getting excited? I like it.
Now you got to seize it.
And then make the extra point.
Or the 2-point conversion.
One step at a time.
44 yards first.
Unbalanced left.
1 receiver to the near sideline. Bridewell.
Quick side run.
Handoff. Kemp, he got grabbed the face mask. No flag. He got to the 41-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. And you heard the crowd politely say and ask for a face mask. But sometimes you don't get what you ask for and you have to continue to play.
That's why my microphone got turned off.
Yeah. Dave, I heard you up there. You saw it too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do those drive you crazy when you coach? Bill?
Yeah, you got to call the obvious.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sometimes they don't see the obvious. 2nd down and 7. It happens.
This illegal formation right there. Okay, good. They got 81.
well-
Timeout. Yes.
Timeout on the field.
Problems.
You know what? Officials are human too. They're
Timeout.
humans. They make mistakes
And
just
I
like
think
always.
I think what that guy didn't see is sometimes you look late, and unless you see them actually grab the face mask, your hand can go across the face mask. You could hit them in the face with your hand, but you can't grab the mask.
Now, and I've got to be nice because I know Bob Rollins, John, will be critiquing the crew tomorrow and watching our broadcast and listening to it. So I don't want to get thrown out the next game that he's here.
Well,
yeah, I don't either, and I'm probably going to see him tomorrow morning for youth football.
Yeah.
So I'll ask the question. I'll stick my head in the proverbial lion's mouth for you. But I am going to give him your phone number after.
No, I knew you would.
gentlemen, I'll make this statement.
What's that?
The officials have had nothing to do with the outcome.
You
of this
are
game.
absolutely correct, sir.
This is all on the players here. The officials have been doing their job.
Coach, I got an update for you from Los Angeles.
From
LA.
Los Angeles, hit it.
2-2, Dodgers and Rockies in the bottom of the 5th.
Okay. Unbalanced right. They've
From the
run-
41 of Independence, ride well with two
There we
back
go,
to the
weak
backfield, and he takes it
Reverse.
around the reverse. This is going to be a first down and a little bit more, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Okay, they've been running that weak side lead G play where they pull the guard, brought down with the tackle, lead through with the back. They faked it and gave it to the wing coming around. Good call by Coach Carroll. How many yards we get there, Jimmy? 15?
Yep. First down and 10 for the Bearcats from the 32 Independence. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Clock running. Cats down 6-0. Gator to the near sideline. Kemp and Moronis in the backfield. Unbalanced on the line.
Yeah.
Kemp takes the handoff, cuts it back, gets it down to the 30. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Grind it out now, guys. Get it in the end zone. Nothing has been easy for either offense in this football game. Coach, you ask and you shall receive. Look what the Bearcats are doing down on the sideline.
Yes, working on kicking.
Working on kicking.
Pass.
Now they're going to throw it down the middle of the field, man. Open cut. Touchdown. No, he dropped it.
Dave, was that tipped?
I couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell?
It was very close.
Yeah, number 7 was very close to tipping that ball, gentlemen.
Oh. You know,
Gator, 3rd down and 10.
he may not have tipped it, but he may have flashed in front of the receiver, causing him to lose sight of the ball because the throw was there.
Yeah, it looked like it right in the breadbasket. 3rd and 7. 8:05 to go. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. They go the other way. Robles get around the corner and get the first down. Stays on his feet. Got down to the 20. Should have it.
About the 19, almost 18.
He got it.
Into the Bearcat tri-tip red zone. And you're still looking for those sandwiches to make their way up there, are you?
Second
I don't
time
think-
tonight. Let's keep going.
I don't think they're coming. First down.
Timeout.
Nope, timeout on the field.
That was a basketball timeout right there by them. Things are going the Bearcats' way. Kids getting a little tired. Stop the momentum timeout right there by the Falcons. A good call by their head coach.
All right, 7:48 to go. 3rd quarter, 6-0. John, you got any updates for us?
3rd quarter in Lompoc. The Braves lead the Warriors 28-12.
Slowly pulling away, huh?
Rigetti seems to be having some cramping issues, Coach.
That's interesting because the game is at Lompoc, I believe.
Correct. But Rigetti, remember, they did not play last week
Correct.
due to some COVID issues within the program.
You know, both teams have run the same number of plays right now again. 49-49.
All right? Buckle up and get ready. Should be a very interesting last 7 minutes and 48 seconds of this football game. Out of the eye, Bridewell. Handoff, Kemp. Kemp falls forward. Love it when he does that. Picks up a couple extra. Every yard's so important now at the tail end of this drive. Got it inside the 15 to the 14, and he always falls forward. That's what you got to love about him.
Straight ahead, fullback leading. Old Bearcats, strong slash right.
Erickson used to do that all the time too. Remember back a few years ago. 2nd and 5.
Double tight eye.
Get to the 9 for a first down. Kemp and Moronis in the backfield. Bridewell underneath center. Handoff, Kemp, left side. Cuts it back, stays on his feet. Drives inside the 10, down to the 7.
Coach, looked like Bridewell got stepped on by his center. There, he's hobbling a little bit.
And that is not uncommon. Sometimes they drop step, and you got to get your feet out of the way.
First and goal to goal for the Bearcats. There will be no field goal on this drive. It's a touchdown or bust. 6:50 to go.
And they are, Bearcats may have to take a timeout here. This plays very late getting in.
Yeah, they're gonna
Hustle
have to.
up there.
You
man.
watching that back umpire back there, Coach?
I got it.
Up. You got him.
Yep. Double tight.
Bridewell, quick snap to Kemp. Kemp cuts it back, and he's going to be smothered.
And that was a slash left, and their defensive end beat the block of our offensive tackle.
Somebody hurt down there?
Yeah, big time.
One of their players.
Number 5.
They're hustling out now to take a look at him.
That's Gavin Hoyt, number 5, who's been their best, their leading tackler.
So with an injured player down, recapping everything for you in this game, it's 6-0 in favor of Independence High School, 6:23 to go. Bearcats will have a second down and goal to goal from the 7. We also want to thank Blake's True Value
I got to write it.
I was going to go ahead, take it away,
Blake's
young
True
man.
Value Hardware, 1701 Riverside in Paso Robles is your locally owned hardware store. They are here to serve our community, whether you're a pro or taking on a do-it-yourself home improvement project for the first time. I don't recommend that. They're here in your neighborhood with the expert advice, tools, equipment, and products you need. The advice you better take. Blake's True Value Hardware is Paso Robles' proud Bearcat sponsors.
Hey, I got to tell you what. Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Didn't you just put in a kitchen?
Yep.
So you know all about it, don't you? Home improvement.
I do. I'm putting in floors in my entire house.
Really? So we could almost come and do a little Dave the Toolman thing from your house, couldn't we?
I don't think anybody would be interested.
I thought you were going to have Jimmy help you put down the flooring.
No, he's going to bury me.
No, I said I was going to floor him.
Yeah.
Same thing, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave, I told Dave, I was talking to Debbie once online, and I told her you should have your own Dave the Toolman show. You'd be good at it.
I just do. I can't teach.
Well, you don't do it. You just be yourself and do it.
Hey, I just want to say, I don't know if this is a pro or good, but I get my hair cut at Knicks.
So
and I've
can you do
done
it right
for 27 years or whatever it is, and yeah, I've always enjoyed it and stuff. So I wanted to put in a good word for it. I mean, I always wear a hat, so nobody really tells what my hair looks like, but I've been happy.
Yeah, and no one's making fun of you, so it's got to look good.
Well, I don't know if good's the right word, but presentable.
So what are you saying? We're going to set the camera up and let him do a makeover for me?
Yeah, I'm hooked here. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Bill got hooked
There we
up.
go.
No answer, Dave? No makeover?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I was just looking at our south along 24th Street.
Okay. Little activity going on over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw an ambulance.
Going the other way, but there's 3 cop cars right there, and I don't know if there was an accident in Vine. There's nobody's backed up, but there's 3 cop cars sitting right there on 24th Street.
Well, let's hope it's nothing.
We have an Independence player down now with 6:23 to go in the game. The Bearcats in striking range of tying this thing up and possibly taking the lead down 6-0. They'll have a, as I said, a second goal from the 7 when we resume play. Locker room show coming your way Monday. Ivan Huff will be in. We'll talk cross country. And Matt Carroll will be in, talk about this football game, recap it, and preview Thursday's game next week against Buchanan.
And remember that, people, Thursday's game. Buchanan will be over here Thursday. And Jim, start time is?
7 o'clock?
No,
6:30.
6:30.
6:30.
You know, it's a school night. They started early so they could get back. You know, they do that 3-day-a-week games over there because they play in the
community stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, so they play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so they just kept with their same schedule of Thursday and coming over here.
So that young man is helped off the field for Independence. Glad to see him at least up and on his feet. Getting a little help. Hope he's okay. We never want to see anybody get hurt during these contests.
That's their defensive leader, too. So,
and now we resume the exciting finish of this football game. At least it's setting up to look that way with 6:23 to go. Second down and goal from the 7. We got John Doss down there with a great view down at the end zone. And the clock will kick. 6:20 to go. They break the huddle. Kemp and Moronis in the backfield. Bridewell underneath center. One receiver to the far sideline. Bridewell to Kemp. Nice hole up the middle. Stays on his feet. Going backwards. Will he get in? No. He will be short. John at the 2.
Strong power right.
So it is at the 2.
At the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2. 2 plays in to tie this thing up and possibly take the lead. 5:40 to go, clock running. Moronis and Kemp in the backfield. Who will get the call? Bridewell will deliver the football to Kemp. Kemp dives into the end zone. Did he get in? Yes! That was a delayed call if there ever was one. And we're tied at 6.
Yeah, and he injured the player in front of him, or he's getting up slow. I'm going to say pancaked that guy.
And they're going to bring in number 76, Gustavo Garcia, for the extra point. Now, I watched him warming up before the game. He was 50%.
Well, I say, watch him at practice. It brought chills to me because he did fine at practice.
Here we go.
Snaps a little
down,
high.
kick up, and it's good. How about that?
Bridewell, great job getting that ball down. And let's give the kicker credit there, Jimmy. Sometimes when you get a high snap, you get out of your rhythm. He did not.
Gabe, you called it. You watched him in practice. What a leg. 7-6.
I mean, it was textbook. It was beautiful.
All right, far from over, though. 5:28 to go.
Yeah.
1 point lead because they've got Denmark. And he can throw the ball to Flores.
Right.
He's got number 22, Stocker, who has 8 catches in this game. They had the 77-yard pass. They're a threat. And now you're going to have Flores back to take the kick.
Now, Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm reading body language. The Falcons look tired to me. John, how about you? You seeing that?
Okay, neither one of those are working.
I got him on. Wait. I think the
timeout. Our little.
I think the batteries went dead on our main one here.
Or got shut off from.
No, there we go. There we go. Now we got you on.
Yeah, I agree with you, Coach. The body language over there, they definitely have that look. They look tired.
I don't have any doubles up here.
A little difference here. Look where he's kicking the ball from.
Yep.
Kicks from the hash. Caught it at the 5.
Take it, Bill.
10, 15, 20, 25, and out of bounds at the 27 is where the Falcons will start this drive with 5:20 to go, down 7-6.
Okay, John, you're going to be off for a second. I'm going to change the battery in the wireless unit. Bill, you take the first play for me while I get our sideline guys back.
All right, the Falcons have their play. They huddle up. Bearcat defense comes out. Falcons break the huddle. They are in double slot. Denmark lined up, the pistol. Peeker directly behind him. Snap, give to Peeker off the right side. Gets around the end and picks up, we'll call it 2. So that sets up a 2nd and 8. Ball goes out of bounds with 5:11 remaining in the contest.
All right, you're back on, John.
We're
New
going to call
batters.
that no gain. He stepped out of bounds.
Right.
So 2nd and 10.
Got you, John?
Yep, got me.
All right,
You guys.
Timmy got you too. Thanks for the battery alert, Dave. I found them. That's why we love live high school football. You get it all
Isn't it fun?
in one package.
Double slot pistol, Jim.
All right, Coach. Thank you, sir. 5:11 to go. 2nd down and 10. Slant, complete, and then dropped. Had it. In and out of the hands.
He trapped it on the ground, and when he rolled over, it just flipped out.
Again, another play where the coach makes the right play and they just can't execute. Nice throw, just catch it.
All right. Huge 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcat defense. Trips left. Denmark with Peeker in the backfield. Denmark back to pass
Screen.
to Peeker. Peeker almost dropped it. Turns on the running ability, and then he slipped and fell, but he
First
did get
down.
the first down. Boy, it's a good thing he slipped and fell there because he was on his way. So a big 3rd down conversion for Independence. 4:50 to go. Bearcats lead 7-6. 2 receivers each sideline. Watch out for Stocker, number 22, 8 catches in this game. He's in the slot to the far sideline. Denmark out of the gun.
Big blitz.
Takes the handoff, got past the 40 to the 39, no to the 38, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8, 4:28 to go.
So Coach Alward, the defensive coordinator, he's not going to sit still and just let them do it.
And we got a Bearcat down.
42.
45.
45.
I got 42, guys. 42.
42.
42. 42.
Sorry.
Jaggy.
Coach, I got an update for you.
Yes.
Napomo beats Cabrillo 56-0.
Wow.
And in the second quarter from Frontier High School in Bakersfield, the Titans lead the Knights of St. Joseph 14-6.
Ooh.
We've been there before, Frontier High School. Remember that trip?
Yes, because Frontier High School looks like just Independence High School, Liberty High School.
Yeah, way out in nowhere land.
Ridgeview.
They all look the same.
All look the
Yeah.
same.
With a metal roof and 110 degrees.
As I talked to Mr. Welch about the cookie cutter, thank you, stadiums.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
Hey guys, Jaregi just had the wind out of him over here.
Okay. Thanks for that update.
Thank you, Timmy. Trips left. 2nd and 8. Denmark. Back to pass. Wants it all. Throws it up and nearly intercepted.
They
And
got
here
a
comes
penalty.
a flag. Will it be defensive or offensive pass
This
interference?
is a huge call.
No.
Oh, on them.
It's going to be offensive pass interference.
Offensive
OPI.
Because he pushed off to try to get it.
And he thought the pass was going to be a little deeper, and it was actually shorter.
Yeah, that's one of the few bad throws he's had this evening.
We're going to have to put a wrap
Tape-
around you so you could
or
get tangled up.
Tape it up. Well, now they got 2nd and a mile.
Those are
2nd and a San Miguel.
I was going to say, Timmy, is that
With
San Miguel or San
4
Miguel
minutes
over
to
there?
go.
I'd say just north of Spring Street.
Draw.
Up the middle. Peeker stays on his feet.
Get 5. 4.
Battling, got up to the 30. And there'll be a timeout on the field. So that will set up a 3rd down
And 20.
and 20. 3rd down into the truck stop half between San Miguel and Paso. How's that sound? 3:46 to go. Bearcats lead 7-6, and the players igniting up the crowd.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
You know, talking about independent concern is their leader, number 5. He's over on the sidelines, and he's not going to be back. And I think there's some concern for him.
Yeah, and that young man, Gavin Hoyt, as I said, was their leading tackler and their middle linebacker, and that's a major blow for them. Okay, Coach Alvord in his electric lime green sweatshirt.
You know, the sales of those shirts are going to go up at local sporting goods stores throughout the North County.
Buy them now so you can get them ready for Christmas.
All right, Bearcat bench getting the crowd on its feet. It's been a while since we've heard this at War Memorial.
Bearcats in a prevent defense.
Denmark takes the high snap. Looking deep downfield, wants it all, throws it up, and it is nearly caught and then dropped. 4th down. They got a punt.
Caught it.
I think they were just hoping for a pass interference. Bearcats were in a pass. They had 5 defensive backs in the game. They were in a prevent defense, so you're not going to throw that over their head.
20's done a nice job of containing in the second half, for the most part.
Yeah, Coach Albert just telling it, nobody back to take this punt.
And they are very disorganized over there on their sideline. They have 9 guys on the field. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now they got 11. There's a timeout.
3:38 to go. Bearcats lead 7-6.
No, timeout Bearcats.
Timeout Bearcats. And that's our final timeout.
4th and 20. I'm sure Coach Albert here just telling them, be aware that they may, everybody here, they're going to, will they try? I don't think they'll try a fake. They're going to punt this and rely on their defense to try to stop the Bearcats to get the ball back. But you never know.
You got to have a heck of a fake punt to get 20 yards.
Coach, Independence has 1 timeout remaining. Is that correct?
Independence. No, I've got Independence with 2 timeouts left.
Okay, thank you.
I thought we had the little marks on the scoreboard on each side there to tell us timeout.
And I noticed that scoreboard.
I can't see it. Is it on?
What would be? It's not on. No.
They were having an overheating issue with it, Coach, because it was so hot today, and with where that equipment is indoors.
Here's the snap and rugby-style punt coming up. That didn't go anywhere.
Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal.
And you're going to hear an eruption of cheering now.
That was a -yard punt.
Dave, was that blocked?
No, I lost the ball.
I don't think it was blocked.
And so did they, because it went in the bleachers.
It looked like it was tipped.
John,
It's 30. They're marking it on the 35. Aren't they? No, 30?
29.
29.
So it's a -2-yard punt.
So Tim Stewart, you need to go into the crowd over there and get that football back up in the 4th row of the bleachers. Wow. 3:30 to go. Bearcats take over 1st down and 10 from their own 20, from the 29 of Independence. Kemp, look at him running over people, staying on his feet inside the red zone, down to the 14.
I pronounce them out of gas.
Yeah.
I'm watching body language, and it's 2 different groups out there. You got one that's excited and one that looks tired.
And this is where injuries happen if they don't substitute.
Now they're going to have to do something here, create a turnover.
From the 14. Bridewell with Kemp and Moronis in the backfield. Kemp well over 100 yards, cuts it back against the grain and rolls down to the 10. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
And
2:40 to go.
What you see when they're tired is to see that tackle gentleman, 80 there, who's their best football player, Oneguli, was standing straight up trying to make that tackle.
Yeah, he just held on to him, hoping for some help.
You lose your body position. You quit bending your knees.
Here we go. Ridewell looking over the defense. 2:10 to go. Clock running. Bearcats lead 7-6.
Run left.
From the 10. Kemp, he's going to walk in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Now they ran that back to the weak side, and it looked like there was nobody in the B gap. And right before the play happened, I said run left, and they did. They saw the same thing.
All right. Garcia on for the extra point. Bridewell will do the holding. Snap down, kick up, and look at that, right through the uprights.
He keeps doing that, he's going to make all league.
I thought we had a kicking problem.
It looks like
there is no kicking problem.
That part has been solved.
14-6. Bearcats lead 2:01 to go. 2:01 to go in our game. So, still time left up for Independence to strike. You never know. So they're going to go into prevent on the secondary and don't give up any long passes.
Definitely. Now, you know, guys, we talked at the beginning of the game, and John, you mentioned what are the keys to victory. We talked kicking game. I mean, when you get a minus 2-yard punt and you turn the ball over and give it to the other guys at your 29-yard line or wherever that was, you can't expect to win a football game.
No, it certainly doesn't help you at all, Coach. I do have an update for you from the Valley. At halftime over in Bakersfield, the Golden Hawks of Centennial lead the Aurora Grande Eagles 28-7.
Ouch. Well, Granny's having some defensive problems so far this year.
I don't know if we're able to. John, did you want to try to get a couple players to talk after this one?
Yeah, if we're able to, absolutely.
Okay, I was thinking maybe Leo and Garcia, the kicker.
We can work on this.
Your choice.
All right.
You're the man. Short kick, fielded up at the 25, to the 30, to the 35. Still on his feet. Nice return. Past the 40. And great field position for Independence. All right. 1:51 to go.
That young man did a great job. Scoop that up. No messing around. Running straight ahead.
Where are they going to put this? I'm waiting. It looks like the 47. Independence own 47-yard line. So, can't give up the big play.
53 yards away, and they've got 1:51 to go on the clock, and I have them as out of timeouts. So they got a hump. Bearcats in a prevent defense.
Denmark.
5 DBs.
3 receivers in near sideline. Denmark rolling out. Plenty of time looking downfield. Now he's going to run with the football and casually strolls out of bounds at the 49. Independence own 49. He got 2. Second and 8.
Ran 23 yards east and west for
2 yards.
Two yards.
And it looked like he was walking in the park, didn't it?
Yeah.
2 receivers each sideline. Denmark takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle into Bearcat territory to the 44, short of the first down by about a yard.
And I don't know why they huddle up. Why are you huddling up?
Now from the spot, it's 3rd and 2. Will he keep it here himself, Coach?
I think so.
Denmark takes the snap, looks, rolls out, in trouble, eludes a tackler, now still on his feet, throws the football up, incomplete. 4th down and 2. He sure makes it exciting, doesn't it?
Yes, he does.
I don't
He
think
reminds me of that St. Joseph quarterback from a few years ago. Remember, Coach, the guy who came and won in overtime?
I don't think their coach thinks it's that exciting.
Yeah.
That's that. Okay, will this be the last play of the game, or will they continue the drive?
4th and a yard and a half.
And a cloud of dust.
Yeah. A cloud of pineapple shavings, Dave.
It's
Handoff, first down.
First down.
To the
That'll stop
41.
the clock.
Clock stops momentarily at 105 as
And
Tim
they-
Stewart and his chain gang doing a great job tonight. Move the chains.
And they should be on the ball right now. There they go.
They put it at the 40, and the clock will kick up. It's running. 1 minute to go. Bearcats up 7-6. Denmark in Bearcat territory.
Blitz.
Nope, drop. They got him at the 45.
Nice job by Coach Albo.
And Leo
Bringing the
Kemp
guys from the outside.
in on that tackle.
Kemp on the blitz.
Okay, this is their
Jarecki.
last timeout. I put down a timeout when one of their kids was injured, I believe.
Kemp on that sack, but Jarecki cleaned it up for him. He was spying on that play, Coach.
Okay, now they want them to change the clock
to
Yeah.
41.
Was it 41 or 51?
He's asking for
51.
51.
Yeah, I'm waving at Bob.
They got it on?
Yeah, I think they're going to get it. Dewey's probably working on it.
There it is.
There it is.
John, you and I don't want to talk about scoreboards, do we?
Not until I get new ones that come in by the end of the
hopefully
year.
by Christmas.
That'd be a fantastic
That'd be a
Christmas
fantastic
present.
Christmas gift.
I'll take it.
All right, back to football and reality at War Memorial.
Coach Jarecki cramping on the sidelines for the Bearcats.
14-6, Bearcats lead by 8, 51 seconds. Independence with the football at the Bearcat 45. Second and
Screen.
15.
Not
Denmark
there.
rolling, looking, staying on his feet, and he's going to be dropped again at the 49. 3 Bearcats.
Now there he should have thrown the ball out of bounds. He just wasted time there.
Clock running.
Doesn't stop the clock.
Down to 30 seconds, and this is a 3rd and 17. 20 seconds. Denmark back to pass. He's just going to throw it out downfield, nearly intercepted, out of bounds, 4th down.
Nice read by number 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what they're doing there is they got one kid playing underneath and they got a safety over the top. So the safety just rotates to the side of the wide receiver, and that play, that's really tough to throw into that.
All right, you're going to hear some noise now. Here it comes. And credit the Bearcat cheerleaders tonight for keeping this crowd on their feet all night.
A great crowd this evening. Great crowd.
Everybody's so happy to be back.
Denmark, yeah, and you got the band too. Back to pass, pump fake, then throws it up, and it's incomplete.
But it doesn't matter.
No, that was good. Let it go. It's our ball anyways from farther south.
All right, well, then I guess now I can say I almost blew the whistle a little early when they got that good kickoff return. We'll have John try to get a couple of interviews for the post-game show. Sound good to you guys?
Yep. Sounds good.
And victory formation time. This has been the best crowd that we've had here in quite some time, many a year.
Since 2019.
Wow. I'd even go back a little bit farther.
And we have a penalty.
Number 20 was still on the field for the Bearcats.
And Matt, look at Matt just down it. I'm sure he'll be reminded of that tomorrow morning.
Try to run it off on the other side.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what sideline.
No. And now they'll line it up. And the Bearcats will get their first win of the season as the clock will count down. The horn's going to sound, and listen to the noise for a moment. (14-6). Bearcats get the W over Independence with 14 points in the 4th quarter.
And, perseverance there. Let's be honest. This was not a classic well-played affair. But as far as the ability, the guts, I'll call it, to stick it out and then dominate the last 5 or 6 minutes of play, that's where the Bearcats won this football game.
Yeah, and I remember talking when they were down 6-0, and then they went 70 yards, whatever. We talked about the fact they didn't get that drive, but then they got the big play, the bad snap, where they got good field position, and then they methodically matriculated the football down the field, as our old friend Hank Stram would say, and got it in the end zone. And then, you got the young kid Garcia coming in and banging both extra points. So huge 14-6 win, a confidence win, because for three and a half quarters, nothing was going right on offense.
Right, and you don't want to go into next week against Buchanan 0-2. You got momentum now. This is good. You know you can win after what went on last week.
Yeah, and you don't want to go into a Thursday game because it's going to be a short week now, and that makes a huge difference, especially going up against Buchanan on Thursday.
Yes, definitely.
Bobby Chavez, thank you for the burritos last week, my friend. We love them. I know Dave likes them too. Want to remind everybody we got the Locker Room Show coming your way on Monday.
Good job, man. Take it.
Ivan Huff will be in to talk about cross country. And we'll also have in Matt Carroll to talk about this win and more. Any more thoughts, Coach, as we wait for the post-game show?
Well, again, a pretty good job by the running backs. Moronis, Kemp, look good. Bridewell, some good flashes. Some things that consistency is going to be the difference now. Can you clean up those things, build on what you did well, and then correct those other things? Tim pointed it out, the snaps in the shotgun, the snaps on the punt, all those little things like that. Once you get those cleaned up, and then you can play a good, clean football game, then you'll be a consistently good team. I think the core is there, and it's game 2, and you look to improve every single game.
All right, we're waiting for a moment here as they break up. John will get his crew together after John doing the coaching job down. He says, guys, don't come over yet. Get back into the team huddle and celebrate a little bit, and then we'll go on again. Once again, thanks to Dave and getting the wireless system. It worked great tonight, Dave. Great job. We appreciate it. We're well on our way now, my friend.
Hey, how about this? You can actually hear.
Yeah. That was the voice of the great Tim Stewart.
Hey, that team over there, that's a pretty good team right there. And
not bad.
Team. And they got a lot of talent over there. Reminiscent to me, because they have the 3 goal line stands down here that they could have scored and could have won this game actually pretty.
Yeah, I think you're making a good point there. And this team, Independence, they've lost 2 games that they could have easily won. And it's going to be, for them, how do they react to that? Because things don't get any easier for them playing over there in the league they're in Bakersfield.
They're a very athletic group. Very athletic.
Johnny, you going to go for Matt?
I've got him here. He's working. I don't want to interrupt the man.
I got Leo spotted on the sideline.
I know. I saw Leo on the far side. I got him.
Hey, I want to congratulate this crowd. This was one of the best crowds we've had in a long time, and the crowd was into it. It was.
Yeah, I think a good point, Tim, and it's great. The band, much improved, more kids in the band, the enthusiasm, the number of people here. I think we're off to a good start, and it'll be interesting to see next week when we play against Buchanan with a big crowd back in the team and now some momentum with that victory, how things stack up next week.
All right, Johnny, you ready with Matt? Go ahead.
Talking about procedure errors, special teams, and snaps.
Coach, Matt's telling me exactly what he knows he needs to work on. So, Coach Carroll, what do the boys need to work on after this great victory here tonight?
I know Coach Stansbury's up there talking about special teams. We got to work on our snaps and procedure errors. We had too many of those tonight. We got to continue to work on those, but great improvement by the defense today. We're very happy with them. So.
Yeah, I mean, just a fantastic effort when it comes to it. Matt, and you guys were doing a fantastic job all the way around.
Coach, you can ask him a question now.
I was going to say, Timmy's giving him a headset. Matt, take a question here from Coach.
Absolutely.
Coach, it was our impression from up here watching body language that there was an excited team late in the fourth quarter and there was a tired team in the fourth quarter, and you guys were the excited team. Was that your perception also?
Yeah, they're a good football team, and they're a physical football team, and they have a lot of guys going both ways. And I knew we just had to grind them down, and that was our plan in the second half is, okay, we're throwing footballs, we're not catching footballs, we're not having it tonight. Run the football, grind these guys down, and win it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it worked out great. Coach, I don't think after watching their rugby punt tonight, you won't be installing the rugby punt, will you? That was a -2-yard punt.
Yeah, you would think after we had our special teams mishaps that I would want to be the other team, but they had more mishaps than we did. Our secondary did a great job locking things down. We got better this week, but there's some things we got to work on. We're not nearly good enough right now where we should be, and our players know that, and they want to get better.
Well, congratulations. You know, when you win, all you see at the end of the season, it's in the W, and nobody puts down, it was kind of ugly. Nah, take it, go home, feel good, Coach.
Thank you. We got a big one coming up on Thursday we got to get ready for.
Yeah, and you got a great crowd here behind you, so I think you'll be ready.
Thank you. Thank you guys for everything.
Good job, Matt. See you Monday night.
Take care. Thanks, guys.
All right, there you go, Jimmy.
Why don't we have Timmy? You want to chase down Leo over here real quick? You want one more?
Yeah.
Dave, that all right with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll run and grab him.
John Doss at the 50, at the 45.
Yeah, we're not running.
Look at that young man run.
We are not running.
Coach, that's Greyhound speed down there, isn't it?
I have no comment about the Greyhound speed.
Coach, want to get down here and race? I got you.
Don't get cocky, buddy.
Thank D. Lacey, Idler's Home, Community West Bank, Anthony's Tires, Western Janitor Supply, Lynx Golf and RV Resort, Paso Robles Daily News, Jeffrey's Country Barbecue, China Gourmet, Voice of Paso, S.W. Martin Associates, Yabba Dabba Doo Dogs, The Odyssey, Savage Deli, Knicks Barbershop and Hair Design, where I'll be going next week to get my makeover, and Blake's True Value Hardware, all proud sponsors of Bearcat football, here on the VOP Sports Network with the 805 broadcasters.
Jimmy, did you spot him? I lost him. He was at one spot and he's moved.
He's pretty quick.
I know.
I'm looking, that's 20. That's why we got to get a young puck from the high school to become our public PR person to grab these players for us.
I do not see him. There's probably something.
I got him.
You got him? There you go.
I see, yeah.
You can take it away, John. We're ready to roll. There you go. He's going to stand signing autographs. Leo getting set up with the system. Good job, Tim, all over it. Good teamwork by the 805. Yeah, fire away.
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
A little bit? Okay. So, what a game, man.
I know, excited.
I was just picking it up here in the fourth quarter. What was it like here? You know, fourth quarter, you guys are down by 6, and then you guys bring it all the way back, taking yourself to a victory by 8 points.
Well, you know, I think it's just, honestly, it's just magical having fans. This is my first time playing in front of a crowd, and, you know, it's just this different type of, this energy that you don't see. And, you know, I think when it really got going, I think the beginning of the game was kind of slow for everybody, but it ramped up, and I think that got our entire sideline going, and our mood just changed, energy changed. I mean, it's a game of momentum, and we had it.
Yeah, it looked like there in the fourth quarter, right after you scored, it's like their sideline went completely deflated. You guys went all the way up. Defense gets you the ball back, and then all of a sudden, I know what you're thinking is the running back. You're like, give me the football.
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of this. Give me the ball. I got it. And you just put your team on your back.
Well, you know, I would say I put the team on my back. I mean, my back hasn't moved from the O-line. I mean, I said it last year, I said it this year, and I'll say it next year. The game's not in the backfield, it's on the front line, and that proves testament. I mean, the O-line doesn't block, we lose. The O-line blocks, we win. I mean, the game's on their back, literally. I mean, they get down, and we're looking at their ass. I mean, it's on them. I mean,
well put.
Like, yeah, no, we're piggyback riding the O-line, and they know it. They're treated like kings on our team.
All right, so give your boys a shout out. I know you want to.
Dominic Weber, man. He's such a leader, and you know, he's one of those people that he's a soft-spoken guy, but you know, he's that guy. he's that dude that keeps your team on his back, always the level-headed guy, will get on your ass when you're messing up and bring you up when you're down. Nate Guerrero, he's been going through a tough week, and he played his ass out tonight. We've Joel Chavez, Teremoto, as I earthquake. It's just our entire O-line. It's just such a testament of what we can do when our front five, front six is doing their jobs.
All right, man. Keep it up. We'll see you next Thursday night.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Leo.
Yep.
Boys, back to you up in the booth.
Okay, for Jim, we're going to wrap it up right here. Thanks, guys down on the sideline, Tim and John. Great interview with Leo. And
Dave up top, great job as always. Great effort by the 805 broadcasters here on the VOP Sports Network. 14-6 the final.
Hey, Jim, before you go,
Yeah.
everybody in Bearcat Nation, please check the Bearcat Boosters on the Facebook page. One of our very own, softball player, Brooklyn Presente, going through a tough time. She's been diagnosed with a major illness. They're raising funds by selling some T-shirts. Everybody needs to check out that page. We support one of our own here in Bearcat Nation. That's what we need to do. Check out the Facebook page for the Boosters and help Brooklyn as she goes through a tough time.
Yep.
Hey, that kid's a pretty good kid to shout out to his offensive line. That's a smart running back right there.
Oh, yeah. He knows where his bread is buttered. Thank you, guys. Dave, great job upstairs with the live stream, Coach. So, once again, for Dave Lambert, go ahead, Tim.
Thank you, Dave, for these. This is you're like a miracle worker, man.
We love you, Dave.
All right, for Dave. You guys got to quit hugging each other so much. We love you, Dave. We do. For Tim Stewart, John Doss, great job on the sidelines. Bill, once again, great job working with you. We're back again with you next Thursday against Buchanan. 6 o'clock pregame, 6:30 kickoff. Locker room Monday at 6:30 from Paso High School. Take care and God bless everybody. Once again, the final Bearcats win 14-6 here on the VOP Sports Network with 805 broadcasters.